How y'all doing? I am doing pretty good. Hey, I wanted to come on here real quick because I just saw something on YouTube. I was talking to For Black, and she was telling me that there was a person who confessed. Well, we knew there was somebody that was arrested, right? But we were waiting for this guy to confess, right? Remember, we were waiting for the guy to say he did it, and nobody had heard any confessions, or nobody had heard any him being charged. We were looking to see if he had been charged, right? And I kept looking and looking and looking. Nothing came, nothing came, nothing came. Well, so we were talking today, and she told me that something came up, that she saw a video where they had this guy had confessed. And that's when I went and looked for the video, and I wanted to show it to you guys. Hold on, let me add For Black. Okay. I was just
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. And
Okay.
it's not doing that noise either. So I was just telling them about how we you just found the video, and that
Mm-hmm.
guy had confessed. And y'all gotta see this. His name was Smile Gambia. Was that it, or Nice Gambia?
Hold on, let me I hope it's not the phone that I'm
Oh,
on
that's
right.
okay. I can look at my phone. I got it right here. So hold
Okay.
on, y'all. So this y'all just have to see this because I don't even want to repeat what I saw. So
Yes, Smile Gambia.
Smile Gambia, and
Mm-hmm.
um, I'm just gonna put the video on so we can just react to the video, and we can just talk about what we see in the video, because this was really sad. And I want y'all to remember this whole time that Shakina is a small lady. Like, even if she was a big lady, this was wrong. But a small lady, y'all just got to see this. Hold on, let me go get it. So I want to say this is fair use. I'm using this because I want to show you guys what happened. I want to educate you on what happened, the follow through that the police did in the Gambia, and what they found, and what they're sharing with us, all the information that they're sharing. And I want you guys to know what this guy is saying that he did to Shakina, because he is clearly saying this is what he did. So we're gonna watch this, all right, and I'm gonna stop at different points, and we're just gonna react to this because this was shocking. This was not only shocking, this was disturbing.
He confessed to the police that he used a hammer, and the hammer he used is this hammer. So he led the police to recover this hammer. Based on his own confession, he hit the disease with this hammer on the neck, at the back of the neck, and then the suspect collapsed. Is here to brief the public.
Okay, so that's the first. So we're gonna go and stop for a little bit. So that's what he said. The guy, and that wasn't even a hammer, y'all. When I'm looking at that, I'm like, a hammer? That's not a hammer. That looks like a what is that? A mallet? Like a mallet. That's not like a hammer. A hammer has like a claw on it, in the little part in the front. That's not a hammer. That's more than a hammer. That's, like I said, that's like a, I don't know,
Especially
a
the
mallet.
media houses on recent incidents of crime in this country. Recently, we have had incident of armed robbery in Fajara, which investigation is ongoing, and also we had reports of missing persons who was found out to have been allegedly murdered. Here we have our police station with the regional commissioner for KMC, Commissioner Patejalo, and also the regional RCO for KMC, Commissioner Pateba, and also the regional crime officer for West Coast Region, Commissioner Bodo Keita. So you are welcome to this short briefing, media briefing. Without doing much, I would want to take this opportunity to invite the lead investigators in these very cases to give us a synopsis of update on the ongoing investigation. So we are going to proceed like this. We will have the Commissioner, Regional Crime Officer for West Coast, Commissioner Boto. Then we will have the Commissioner for Crime Regional Officer for KM, Commissioner Pate Diallo, Commissioner Pate Ba. Then we will have the Regional Commissioner who would make a statement. On that note, I would want to call on Commissioner Boto to lead this proceeding. Commissioner, please. Okay.
Good afternoon, my fellow Commissioner Pate Jallo for Commissioner for West Coast Region. West Coast for Kanifing Region. And Commissioner Pate Ba, the Regional Crime Officer for Kanifing Region. The media house is here present. I would just give a brief facts regarding the case of Shakina Chinedu, who is a British national resident in the Gambia here. The resident is at Brusubi. She was reported missing on Wednesday, the 14th of February, 2024. After when the issue of the missing of this Chinedu came, the police swiftly get into the matter, investigate, and then a suspect was apprehended. The suspect definitely, helped the police during the course of the investigation. And then the police were able to get admission from the suspect. He confessed of doing the act. And then he led the police to recover the properties that he stole after murdering Madam Chinedu. And then the police definitely went back with him to the crime scene. Chinedu is on a construction at a new site at Madina Alaji. It's a village between Kunkuja Mariama and Mahmuda. That's where she was murdered by the suspect, Augustine Bangura, who is a Sierra Leonean national. During the course of the investigation, the keys of Shakina were recovered from the suspect. He kept them at the residence where he is in Bakote. And then we also recover some of the items that were stolen from the deceased. Then we also recovered the hammer that he used to kill Madam Chinedu. The hammer, the spade, everything is those are the article of evidences that we have in hand. And then this thing take us a little time to be able to arrest the suspect and recover all these items and get confession on him. So far, these are the facts that we have. The suspect is already in hand, is in our custody. We are preparing the file now because we have almost concluded the investigation, and we are now putting him before court soonest.
If you've been injured in a car accident, don't call an attorney. Use this
Okay,
AI app
let me
instead.
get this
It
ad
was
out.
a sledgehammer, someone said.
Yeah,
Have a
that's what it
check in
was.
less than 30
Because I was
seconds.
trying
I
to
know
figure
it
out.
sounds
Hold on, I'm
crazy, but
trying to
trust
stop this ad. I was like, that ain't no daggone hammer. That's not a hammer. A hammer don't look like that. That's a sledgehammer. Oh, okay. Hold on, y'all. It's back.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Commissioner Boto, for that very wonderful deliberation on the ongoing investigation. He had mentioned some of the items that have been recovered. Amongst them are the hammer that was used in the alleged murder, and also the spade. I think with us here we can see the hammer, Commissioner. Yeah, that's the hammer. That's the hammer.
Okay. Um, according to the suspect, this is okay. According to the suspect, he confessed to the police that he used a hammer, and the hammer he used is this hammer. So he led the police to recover this hammer based on his own confession. He hit the disease with this hammer on the neck, at the back of the neck, and then the suspect collapsed. Then after the collapse of the disease, he dragged her from the point of the incident to there was a soccerway, that is under construction. That's where he dragged the disease and put him there, and then used a spade, and then reburied the disease with his spade. And then after that, he also took the handbag of the disease, took two mobile phones, some gadgets. There are some other gadgets. A laptop is one of the laptop. He says this is the bag, he took from the disease, and then this is the laptop that was also found in the bag of the disease at the time.
Now, remember I told y'all that I had met Shakina, right? And I went to her workstation, right? Her work company. I mean, her place where she worked, right? Do y'all know that's the bag that she had her stuff, her work stuff in? And it's in there and I can tell you, since she had a laptop in there, she had some more stuff, some more electronics in there. She had just like stuff for work. So when I seen him pull up that bag, I was like, that's Shakina's bag. That's her bag. And I'm like sitting here like, why does this man have her bag? This is just crazy, y'all. I can't believe this is real life. I can't. This is just, I can't. And then did y'all see that sledgehammer? He hit her in the back of the neck. You know that little soft part right there between your skull? He hit her right there. Oh, this is unbelievable.
Then he just left the disease at the scene, locked the compound gate, and went away. It was after that he used the keys that were also found in the bag, went back to the house of the disease, where he opened and took another cash, some money, and the other two laptops. This other laptop.
Okay, so she didn't have the cash on her. He said he took her keys and went back to her house and got the cash, basically robbed her. So after he now think about that, y'all. After he done unalived this woman in the most degrading way he could. Then he threw her in a suckaway pit. Then he goes back and gets the keys out of her bag, get her bag, her work bag, because everything is in there. Get her keys out. And now I'm going to go to her house and I'm going to rob her. I'm going to rob her. Oh, this can't be real. This can't be real.
These are the keys that he used, that he stole from the disease after being murdered. So far, these are, during the course of the investigation also, he was found with a pistol.
Well, look at that.
The pistol he was found with.
Look at that. And I was always told, you know what I was told about Africa in general? The guns are illegal.
Yep.
That the only people who got guns there is the police. And guess what? And they used to tell me the police guns don't even have bullets because they couldn't even afford the bullets. But that's not true anymore. That's not true anymore. But are these repasts telling y'all that? No. This is coming from Smile Gambia, a Gambian. Okay? Pay attention, people. Pay attention.
This is the pistol he was found with, and then he's still under investigation, so that you will be able to determine how he got in possession of this, of this weapon.
This guy is a criminal.
Okay. Thank you. Joined his counterpart in the vehicle outside, and they fled.
All right, y'all, listen. He said he joined his counterpart in the vehicle outside. Remember we said it was two people? It's two people. It's two people. He just said he joined his counterpart in the vehicle outside.
Drop, high speed. People chased them, including some of the traffic officers here, but they were unable to get them. They drove towards Senegambia. Now we team up, we analyze the situation, and then we kick off the investigation. Thanks to my able team. That is Cadet Inspector Sow and his team at the CID office. They pursued them, but then luckily for us, the vehicle that they were using, a BMW, the number was identified. By members of the public who were around the scene.
Hey, y'all, this when the video get kind of funny, and we got to listen real close to understand him, because I don't know what happened with the mics at this point in the video.
Members of the general public, especially those around Hadia and Kakao, they did a lot. When that number was identified, we did our own way through investigation, the owner of the big, until we were able to know where that people were at. The first part,
so he said what they did was they got the plate number, and they did some investigation till they got the plate, and they found the owner of the vehicle, and then they kept on until they located the vehicle. Because when they were in this high-speed chase with the vehicle, they got away. They got down by Senegambia, and there's so much traffic down there, and you got to see how them people drive. They go on sidewalks, on whatever. So they probably couldn't keep up.
The owner of the mechanic garage was invited. We came and admitted that the vehicle belongs to him, and it is from his garage, and he was the one who lent it to one of his friends.
Okay, so the mechanic, the owner of the car, owns a garage. They went to the garage. He said he loaned the car to one of his friends.
The first suspect in this case, CDA. We did our own investigation until we were able to get a lead to arrest CDA in Bigelow, where he was hiding. We arrested him and then brought him. Through much effort with CDA, he was able to reveal his counterpart name and location.
Wow.
We did all that. That was on Friday, around 14 to 1500 hours. By 1700 hours, we have succeeded in arresting the second person, which is a Sierra national living in Dalaba Estate, around Java.
He's a what national? Did you catch that, Black?
The guy that did the crime, or the second guy? The first one was still. Oh, I didn't get the second. I don't understand what he's saying. I can't hardly understand him.
Let me go back. I'm trying to see what he said. If somebody can understand, type it for us so we can hear. Because he said he's a something, but he was living in Dalaba Estates. Y'all know what Dalaba Estates was. Remember a couple years back when they were having all these robberies, when all these Americans and all these UK people were getting robbed in the Gambia, and it was in Dalaba Estates. And remember, my lovely brothers, the Nigerians, they had a gang over there, remember? And this gang was doing all the robberies. This is where they found this other dude. Now let's see what country he come from.
1700 hours, we have succeeded in arresting the second person, which is a Sierra national.
Sierra
Leone.
Around Java.
What he say?
Sierra Leone. He said it really quick.
Okay, so he's from Sierra Leone too. So both of them are from Sierra Leone.
In the name of David Pilar. He's a Sierra Leonean national resident at Dalaba Estate around Java. We arrested him. We brought him. We seized him and CD. We confronted them, and then they now spoke with the uncovered that they are the ones who did it. What's surprising before?
But here he said, wait a minute, can y'all hear me? Here he said they confessed that they are the ones who did the act, right? But when the first suspect was confessing. He said he hit her with the hammer on the back of the head. So what was the second suspect doing? You see what I mean?
Probably helped to do the robbery. Maybe it was the car or whatever.
Okay, let's see.
Over a car.
Yeah, let's see if they tell us that part. Hold on. Dear life, you know I'm about to block you, Tay Tay. Go find something else to do.
You want me to block them?
They revealed to us that this is a operation they plan. 5 days.
You can go ahead. Yeah, you can go ahead and block her. That's one to travel with Tay Tay's fake accounts.
Okay.
It's before the incident. 3 days before the incident, they went to the particular resident to let it at the school. So big to see probably possible entry points or exit point to be in case of if they are found, they are perceived. And that is exactly what happened. That means they have confirmed, they have admitted.
Okay, let me go back. Yeah, I couldn't understand none of that. He said
they now spoke with the uncovered that they are the ones who did it.
Okay.
But surprisingly for they revealed to us that this is a operation they planned 5 days before the incident.
Okay, he said they planned. He said surprisingly they revealed to us that this was premeditated. We planned this. That is murder. That is the capital M word. He said they confessed that they planned this 5 days before the act.
Wow.
Oh my God.
3 days before the incident, they went to the particular resident to let it at the school. So big to see probably possible entry points or exit point to be in case of if they are found, they are perceived. And that is exactly what happened. That means they have confirmed, they have agreed to do this operation. With the pretext that this CD, the victim, that is Ali CD, had money with him because he's a businessman. Because that was the purpose why they carried this boy to go and attack him, or to rob him of that money they thought was with him. But that is what had happened. CD, according to this one professor, he owns the pistol.
Oh, he owns the other dude.
But then when we are going for this operation, they gave it to the second person, that is the real thing. Probably he could have, or he thought giving half of the well. But then after the incident, when they fled, they returned the pistol to the corner, that is CD. CD took it to his at City, where he's living with his mom, and then tied it, not in the house, but outside the house, in the yard.
I think he's talking about two different crimes. I think he's talking about two different crimes in one. I don't think this is just about her. I think it says and robbery cases in the Gambia.
Let's go down here and see if, because maybe he ended about her.
Now going to hide this deal. Even parked the same garage. He tied this number that was for the people, and then stole another number and fixed it on this new and then put it where he had it. That's what the ground.
It's really so hard to understand him.
There's some background noise.
Yeah, you hear that too?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think that might have been it.
Deputy Commissioner.
What did he say? Did he say something about her? Do you remember if he said something about her?
I don't think so, but I think they moved on to talk about robberies now in the Gambia, because they're having a string of robberies too. But I think also her connection was also a robbery too at her house. What they did.
That's true. Okay, so let's go back. So, thank you, Smile Gambia. Thank you so much for getting that information out here to us. So, y'all, that's what we got. And that's really disturbing. Yep, that's a sledgehammer. He hit that woman in the head with a sledgehammer. Him and his friend conspired to do that. Wow. I'm just speechless. I don't even know what to say.
But they planned it for 5 days in advance.
Can you believe that? What kind of dirty dog are you? What kind of dirty dog are you to sit up and smile in this woman's face, talk to her on the phone, and you with your dude planning to unalive her? This is what we gonna do. We gonna get her to come to the house. We gonna act like everything cool. Then I'm gonna get the keys. After I unalive her, I'm gonna throw her in the pit. Then I'm gonna get the keys and we gonna go to her house because I know she just had a birthday party. I know she got some money there. And she got nice stuff there.
Yeah.
And we just gonna go and rob her. What you think you gonna do after that, dude? What y'all think? Y'all was gonna live happily ever after and ride off into the sunset?
That's what they thought.
Yeah, they thought like Randy. Like my grandma say, they thought like Randy. Ate SHIT and thought it was candy. Hey, cousin, how you doing? Yep, that's what happened. They thought like Randy. Now look at them sitting up in jail telling unnecessary stuff. Just self-snitching. That's what they're in there doing now. Self-snitching. Telling everything. Yeah, we planned this 5 days ahead. And yeah, we had a gun and we had all of this. What? Oh, y'all did all of that? Oh, okay. Well, let us keep on charging y'all. Oh, and this is the one. No, this is the one where he said they were going to be charged. They were going to charge them with everything legally that they could charge them with. That's what this one said. This dude in the white shirt. Let me go back on here. That's what he said. He like the boss, the head boss. Look at it.
Morning, Assistant Commissioner, Board of Morning, PRO. All the media houses are present. We are at the regional headquarters of the Caliphate Ministry.
It's really loud. You can't really hear it.
You want me to turn it down? Oh,
no,
you mean
it's the background noise.
I know.
To start with, I have to thank
Hold on.
press briefing and so forth.
These people moving.
I would definitely thank their support and the information that they are given to me.
Okay, so basically, this guy with all the weight on his shoulders, he is, I guess, he the big boss, and he was saying that they're gonna charge. They basically gonna charge these people with everything they can legally charge them with, everything, because this is an embarrassment. This is a Muslim country. This is where men are. This is a man's country. They don't do this to women over in a man's country. They don't treat women like this in a Muslim country. Not according to the Quran, they're not supposed to. You don't do this. Oh, so this dude, they're about to show him. They're about to show him. They are about to show both of them. Both of them. This is just unbelievable. 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 Yep, robbery seems to be the motive. Sun-kissed flower, you're right. That's all greed. Once again, we go back to greed. Once again, we're back at square one, y'all. Greed, jealousy, and envy. Ooh, she got some money. She building this house. She got that company. She got some money. I want some of it. Why can't I have some of it?
Yep.
Even though she paying me, I want more.
I wonder how much she paid them. I wonder what type of work they did for her.
Girl, I don't even know. They were work. He was sound like he worked for her, but the other dude might have just been like there. Hey, the Dove. I think the other dude was his friend. It sounded like the other dude was his friend, and I don't even. This is just terrible. This just gets worse and worse. Yep, they say we have no reason to be armed in Africa to lead that. See. Now, what Black Acres got to say about this?
Nothing.
What they got to say about this? And
Okay.
these fools talking about we planned it. We talked about it for 5 days, and then on day 3, we started making moves to make it happen. Are you serious? Are you serious? And you think these law people are not going to come down on you with the full, as hard as I'm telling y'all, the worst thing they can do, I already know what they're going to do. The worst thing they could possibly do to them, they're going to get the max on everything. All right, they might as well just confess. Well, they already done confessed. All right, so they're going to get the max. I'm telling y'all, they going to get the max. And if Gambia got an unalive penalty, they going to get that. They gonna get that. I'm telling y'all. You don't mess. They messing with their pockets. You messing with their pockets, and you think they're not gonna be set these two as an example? They're gonna let all the Black women know y'all safe in the Gambia. Because if they dare to mess with y'all, this was gonna happen. Watch what I tell y'all. Watch what I tell y'all. This gonna be bad for these little dudes. They should have never done this nonsense. Never. No gloves handling these items. They are too cavalier. What you mean no glove? Oh, the hammer. You right. Oh God. I mean the sledgehammer. That was so sad, y'all. I can't even believe that's the sledgehammer. Oh, Black, you want to read these?
Yeah. I'm gonna start going backwards though because I see some bigger ones.
Okay, go.
The KP says we as Americans must understand African poverty looks totally different than our poverty here in America. The Gambians are desperate for money and they are watching the Americans coming here.
Yep, that's true. That
And
is so-
then Jim says KP would what happened to Shakina Chinedu happened to a Lebanese or Chinese or European white person? Do their lives matter more?
what? Where is
Would
that at? I need to see that one. I can't understand that question.
Jim says, would what happened to Shakina happen to a Lebanese or Japanese or European person? Do their lives matter more because it's not happening or we haven't heard yet of it happening to other races of nationalities besides the diaspora, so-called diaspora? So I don't know if there's been
See that?
deaths with other nationalities though in the Gambia.
Oh, it has been. And I just was hearing that some lady came on my channel. I can't remember what her name was. And she was saying that there were a lot of Gambian ladies that were the same age, middle-aged Gambian ladies who were just passing away. Like just like that.
Mm,
And then I remember I was telling you about one of the people who were in that group was telling me she was she was talking about what they were talking about in the group, and one of the things she said was for a minute there were European women who were passing away the same way. So we
mm,
can't say that because we don't know, because we're not inside that circle. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
it's more going on than meets the eye, because everybody is so divided over there. Everybody's in their little sect, and they don't tell you this, and they keep secrets. So they don't share information. So you really don't know what's going on with everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easy for you to think this is just happening to these women, but no, I beg to differ. I think it's happening to the European women. I think it's happening to the to who else is over there? The foreign women.
Uh-huh.
I think
The
it's happening.
Indian?
I don't know why it's going on with them Gambian women. I don't know what's going on with them. But I think this is happening wherever these women, but let's take that back. Scratch that. Back up. These women who were unalive were probably married, okay? Because y'all know what happens when you get married and unalived, okay? That's different than if you're single and unalive. But then again, y'all, we don't know if Veronica was married to Jack. How do we know that? We don't know their business. Do you know how those marriages take place in the Gambia? It ain't like here. It is not like here. That woman could have had a whole wedding and nobody knew about it but her and Jack. So we don't know. And we don't know how they passed away because guess what? None of them have had an autopsy or a tox screen. None of them. So why are they talking about it's natural? How do you know it's natural when you haven't even done an autopsy? These people are coming out hard and heavy lying. So you'll keep putting your life at risk going over here. And look, people, you got to understand. You got to understand. I'm not saying don't go to Africa because I'm planning to go to Africa as soon as I can. Okay.
I'm saying don't go.
But I'm not saying don't go. I'm saying you got to be wise with whatever you do and however you move. Now, if you see these women are single, they're living alone, they're doing things independently, that's because you become easy prey. Just like here. Who's the vulnerable people in the population? The single women. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. And you can't go over there. And I'm not saying Shakina was doing this because Shakina been over there for a long time. And Shakina, I know, trusted this dude. She trusted him. Because think, for him to hit her on the back of the neck, her back was turned to this man. How low down are you? You sneak attack me from the back? And I'm a woman. I'm a petite woman at that. And we supposed to be cool? Then you're going to throw me in a pit? Then you're going to get my keys? You're going to get my work bag? You're going to take my whole work bag? You got that? Then you're going to get my keys? Go rob my house on top of that? And we supposed to be cool? Oh, wow. This is just some low down dog stuff. This is some low down dog stuff. I don't even know what. Okay, go ahead, Black. What's the next comment? I just can't even believe it.
Okay. Terry White says, you realize that the last 3 BWs to be unalived in Gambia all were former lawyers and or had experience in investigations, law enforcement in the West. Not sure about Miss Beverly and A. Davis, Veronica.
Yeah, I saw your comment. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to respond. But yeah, and see, people like that seem to be more they speak out about injustices, you know, and that's something that I had to realize when I was in when I first started going to Africa, that I used to be like that, you know, and I would be over there speaking out about things that I considered was an injustice. But friends and family would pull me to the side and tell me, you can't do that. You can't do that. This is not America. The things you do in America, you can't come to Africa and do. We don't have freedom of speech like you do. We don't have human rights like you do. And what will happen is that you'll leave and then we'll still be here and then they'll start messing with us. You can't do that stuff in Africa. You got to mind your business. Mind your business. And that's hard for somebody who's trained to address issues in the community. So you're trained, all of these women are trained to, even Veronica, all of them are trained to address issues in their community. If I see an issue in my community, that's my job. I took an oath to address that issue and work to solve that issue. So that's like something that's deep inside of us. We cannot just not do that. We cannot just not do that. And that's what we got to realize. You're not in Kansas anymore. You're not in Kansas anymore. If you don't see the people, now the people there, if they want to do that, then they can do that. But not you. You don't have that luxury. You're a visitor. That's like going to somebody's house and you see their floor is dirty and you sitting there with your feet on their couch and telling them, oh, your floor is dirty, honey. Look at them dirty walls. Oh, you need to clean your house while you sitting up in their house and eating their food. What you think they're going to do? They're going to do what Anja said they was going to do. Give you a little bit of that special seasoning. You don't go to nobody's house and disrespect them. and think you're going to get away with it. And even though these women did not mean it as this, and Shakina wasn't doing that. Shakina, that's what y'all got to understand. She wasn't doing that. Shakina was not a rebel rouser. Shakina was over there helping us. She was helping us who had got scammed in land deals, in land disputes. She was helping us understand the law. So to do this to a community worker, somebody who was working in the community to make lives better for us in the Gambia, that's a horrible thing. Now, who's going to help these people, y'all? Because I told y'all, she has stacks of papers, stacks of cases she had to do.
That's sad.
Who going to help them now?
They're probably going to throw all the cases out.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'm sure Shakina wasn't charging what them other people was charging. I'm sure she wasn't. Now what's going to happen? Who's going to win now? Not the people. Because they done took the worker for the people out. They done took her out. And all we get from the repats is, what? A scammer? A scammer? They want to come and dirty up this woman's name? Oh, this is wrong.
They're cold-blooded, though. They haven't said a word. After today, if they don't say something tomorrow or soon, then I'm not letting it go. I'm going to keep on pressing the gas on their ass if they don't say something.
Where are we at in these comments?
I'm just all over the place. What's up, okay. 7 Gali? I'm starting backwards, though.
Okay. You keep thinking, I'm going to put these up here. Okay, go.
DP says, I hate to say it, some people are just pure evil savages, and that who they are. Mr. Duckus, the navigator, I noticed you're getting a lot of haters simply because of exposing the truth. Either way, I'm standing by you and support regardless of the haters.
Oh, thank you. And I seen your comment on, what's his name? O'Shea Duke Jackson's channel. Thank you. Thank you. Exactly. That's what you're mad at, because I'm telling the truth. Are you serious? So I'm supposed to care because you're mad at me because I'm telling the truth. Because what you're really mad at, you're really upset with yourself because you don't have the courage to stand alone and tell the truth. That's what it is. Because they're not going to do that. But they want you to come over here. They want you to believe they got your back. Come to the Gambia. Come visit Black Acres. Come see Rick and Cynthia. But if you get homeless and you get your back up against the wall, don't you ask us for nothing, because we don't believe in helping people. That's what she said. That's what she said. And not one time has she said nothing about Shakina. Not one time. No glove. Okay, we've read that. Go, Black. What's the next one?
Okay. I'm going backwards again. Jim says, why unalive her? Why go beyond robbery? Evil knows no bounds, I guess. So is this their problem in Sierra Leone, that they target vicious crimes against women?
I don't even know. Because, I don't even know exactly like he just said. Why not stick to the plan and commit the robbery? Why not do that? Why did the plan go left? Why did it go left, right, and center? What happened? Well, you said, you thought this is a good idea. This is a really good idea for us to rob this lady. This is a great idea. Not only rob her, but we're going to unalive her at the same time. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Right. Why not just stick to the plan? I don't know. And it's not like they don't even know.
Positive Journey says, thank you, Kiki, for speaking the truth since day one.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank y'all for listening. While they was talking about I'm lying, I'm lying. And now they're trying to say all these women had some kind of underlying condition. Y'all know that's a flat out lie. Y'all can go look under my videos. There's a family member under just about every one of them videos. A family member was on there because Sisters Low Down Dirty International contacted them and told them that I was making a video about their family members just to make money. Not to raise awareness, not out of respect of your family member, not to memorialize your family member. No, she's not doing that. She wants to make money. So the family members, they go to my channel. Some of them, they see it for what it is and realize, oh, she's trying to do what she's doing. And then they'll comment. But every time you look at them comments, look and you point out one where they say, oh, she was sick. Oh, she had asthma. Not one. That's what liars they are. Audrey's niece is on my video, the first one who passed away. We are going back. Actually, she's on Blackacre's video. She's on Blackacre's video going back and forth with Pro Se Service. They're going back and forth because people are telling him, attacking him for raising the alarm because he raised the alarm about Audrey. Because I'm on there looking for stuff with Blackacres, and I see these comments about this woman who passed away. Because y'all know they don't say nothing. Sisters International will say a little bit, but that's it. And this man was on there saying, no, this is not normal. This woman was making money moves in Africa. She was a single woman making big money moves in Africa. And then all of a sudden she's gone. Something is wrong. Something happened to her, but nobody was paying attention. So you know what I did? I paid attention. And I went and I started checking, and he was absolutely right. This woman was making big money moves there. And then she get with this man. This man, I don't know who this man is, but she get with this man and she leaves. She first, remember, she came with Invest Relocate Africa. And remember, that's like a community. So she was staying with Mr. Elvin at Elvin's B&B. But people got in her ear, just like Miss Beverly, them sisters, fake sisters get in your ear. Oh, you need to get away from them. Oh, they trying to get your money. Oh, they're nothing but scammers. You need to come out here with us so we can give you consultations and you can pay us and we can introduce you to the bumpsters and you can live your life just like we do. And that's what happens. Because you here next thing you know, here's Audrey with a man with a bunch of dreads. Come to find out, this man got a first wife. Mama telling him to marry Audrey for the money. When Audrey find out, she don't even want to be with the man no more. But guess what? She passes away. And guess who gets all of her things? The man. The man. Guess who's in her house? The man. And guess what her niece said? No, sir. She did not have any underlying conditions. My aunt was fine. She was healthy. All of them were healthy. And now these low down dirty dogs in the Gambia want to come out and put this narrative out, spin this narrative and say, oh, they were all sick.
There was one though, right?
Beverly, they said she had cancer. But my point to them is this. Cancer is not a natural cause of death, people. Being sick is not a natural cause of death. That's why autopsies are required. Unless you're an older person, like a real older person, and you've been sick for a while, and then you pass away. But any young person, and I told you, they did an autopsy on my mom, and my mom was 75 years old because she was a healthy woman. And all of a sudden, she got pneumonia and she passes away. They knew it was COVID, but they had to prove it was COVID. They had to prove it. So how do you prove it? You do an autopsy. So I don't get, oh, she was sick, so she passed away. So we supposed to believe that? They can try to raise money for everything, y'all, but they can't raise no money for no autopsies or tox screens to be done on these 6 women who've passed away over there. Well, we don't need one for Shakina. We know what happened to her. Mm-hmm. We know what happened to her.
But still, you can still have two things going on at the same time. You could be sick and get strangled.
Thank
You
you.
can get sick and be poisoned. You can be
Thank
sick
you.
and have someone trip you or slam you down on your head or whatever, or kidnap your ass and hold you against your will. We don't know what happened to Audrey for Anja Africa at all. Rest in peace to her. And we don't know. Like I said, maybe the one might have happened with natural cause, but the other four, I don't know. We don't know without an autopsy. We don't know what you can't tell.
So they need to just stop. They need to just stop all of this. They need to just stop all of this. But it's going to hurt their pockets, because I told you that's Sisters International claims she makes no money from consultation fees. But what do you make money on, girl? Because I seen you trying to have a dinner where you was charging them people 35 pounds to come out and meet you. And 35 pounds is more than $35. So what do you charge for? Just to come and meet you? To come and shake your hand? You charge people for that? These people are ridiculous. Yes, this is awful. It's very painful. Yes, it is. He's talking about a different Rob. Okay, we figured that out, y'all. Gambia is done and dusted. For me, never will I step foot in that country. Oh, wow. That wasn't the intent. The intent was not for y'all to say, I'm never going to Gambia, but I guess so, because you're scared. Heck, I'm scared. I'm not scared for me, but I'm scared for them other people there. I'm not scared when I go there. I'm not scared at all for me. No, I'm not. But I'm scared for other people who are there. I'm scared for them because they're living this lie like nothing can happen to them. And they're in the midst of the same muck that everybody else was in. They're all living this lie, being jealous, envious, and greedy of each other. Jealous, envious, and greedy of each other instead of helping each other.
Here's an interesting comment right here. Yusika Zovanlia Healing Heart says, please be advised. I was informed by a local Gambian that rebels are in the country from Sierra Leone, i.e., child soldiers, which means that the young man that unalive SC could well be a child soldier background.
Yeah, and I believe that because they are ruthless, because that's what they were trying to do as kids.
Mm-hmm.
And she's right. It's a lot of them. And they don't care. And when you from West Africa, you can go like them 14 countries. You can just go from country to country. They might need to stop that. They might have to stop that. Because that's putting too much on poor little Gambia. And everybody running there because they know Gambia had tourists and the tourists have money. They know those tourists are European. They know those tourists are Americans. They know they got pounds, euros, and dollars. So everybody's rushing in, excuse me, everybody's rushing into Gambia to try to get those pounds, euros, and dollars. And they know that what kind of tourism they have there. So they know, oh, that's all I got to do to get it. Oh, I can get it. And that's another thing that's going on. So the Gambian people, yeah, they are nice people. They're not, you see, this ain't no two people. Neither one of them were Gambian. Neither one. No, because a Gambia is not going to do you know what a disgrace that will bring not only on you, that disgraces your family. You can't disgrace a real African would never do anything to bring disgrace to their family. This is a curse not only on these young men, this is a curse on their families. You plan to take a lady's life when her back was turned. And we don't even know if she was completely unalive when he threw her in the pit.
Here's another interesting one. Kiki Exodus Alliance ruled in favor of Kwesi. So why is Art Kathy so jubilant with the deletion of Shakina?
I don't know. That's what I've been talking to Kwesi about. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm going to talk about that Saturday, y'all. And I can't reach Art. I've been, I'm looking to see where I could email her or talk to her, but she don't talk to people. So I can't even ask her questions. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand for somebody who got to help clear you of all charges. I don't know how you could y'all, what she said, and then what she said about Shakina. Ooh, I wouldn't even say that about my enemy, my worst enemy. I would never say that. And if
That
I
was bold.
did, I would say, God, forgive me. God, forgive me for even thinking like that. But I don't know. I don't know why. I have no clue. But we're going to talk about that Saturday. I'm trying to get some answers. I'm trying my darndest to get some answers to why she would say those things that she said about Shakina. And I don't know why.
So Q says, or Koshia, I guess she says, cause of this incident, my friend insists that I stay at one of his lodges. What a blessing. No eating anyone's food. He's providing for me so I can cook and walk to the beach and live.
Yeah, that's good.
The Gambia is still a safe country compared to many countries in the world. Yes, it's tragic that someone lost her life.
Well, which comment is that? Who said
The
that?
one on the screen.
You said the one on the screen.
uh,
The Gambia is still a safe compared to many countries in the world. But this isn't the only one who's lost her life, ma'am or sir. That's the problem. It's not just one person who's lost their life there. It's been 6 people in less than a year. That's problem. That is a problem. That's problem. I can't even say it. Problematic. That is very problematic, sir. That this has happened in a very small country and to a population. This is a certain group that this is happening to. So this is very problematic and it needs to be addressed. It needs to be taken care of. Something. Well, they've already taken care of. They got the dudes. And I told you, they're going to do whatever they can do. Poor thing. It's lights out for them, y'all. It's lights out from them. Okay, let's read this one about my favorite people.
Okay, KP says foreigners are, GM says, black anchors have a young daughter who is going about everywhere in the Gambia. She is exposed. Why has she been unharmed? I guess has not been unharmed. I'm glad she is safe. Just wondering. She is protected.
Well, how do you know? Doesn't she suffer? From my understanding, those kids suffer from mental illness. You don't realize that in Africa is a spiritual attack. You think because you see somebody that's not unalived, you think that they're okay? You really think that?
We don't know if she's being stalked or anything.
No, we don't. But she clearly talks about her mental illness. That she suffers from mental illness. You think that's normal? And you're that young? And you don't think there's no spirit? They don't like black acres. You think they like, if I always talk, if they don't like you, they don't like your kids. Okay. That's what my grandma always taught me. If somebody don't like you, they don't like your kids. So you really think that this girl is whoever you are, Gems, you're free to believe whatever you want to believe. But honey, I know it's deeper. I know it's deeper than what we see. Okay. I know that spiritual attacks start from the inside and they work their way out. Okay. So by the time you know that somebody's being spiritually attacked, guess what? It's too late. It's too late. It's too late. So you keep thinking that, you better pray for them. You better pray for all of them. All right, which one is next?
Just give me one. Okay,
I'll just go down.
A lot of black men in America died in prison for crimes they did not commit during segregation and after. Did they release the evidence yet for the killer?
I gotta look at that. I can't understand that. A lot of black men in America died in prison for crimes they did not commit during segregation and after. Did they release the evidence yet for the killers?
Probably not.
What's the killers? Who's the killers? Did they?
The real person that committed the crime, they released the people that did not commit the crime, which was the black people. So did they collect evidence to get the real killer? I guess that's what they mean.
I don't know. Chat lives matter. Can you explain that question? Because I want to answer it, but I can't because I don't quite understand it. Okay. So please answer that one. Redo that one again for me.
Hi, Kiki, loves Nigeria. Thank you for keeping us all informed and bringing us awareness. The Gambia has changed and has become dangerous. I agree with the advice that was given when you were in the Gambia.
Yes. Because I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't have no reason to. I don't have time. I don't have time to sit up and make up lies and fairy tales.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Kiki, you and For Black have done an excellent service reporting these cases. I've been watching for many months. Thank you, Sassy Ears.
Oh, thank you so much.
You guys think everyone you see in Gambia is a Gambian there? A lot
Yeah,
of Senegalese, Nigerian, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Guinea, or whatever.
they do. And that's what you got to understand. They're not, especially them bumpsters, them people who you see doing crimes, who you see doing drugs, who you see just doing all sorts of things. They won't be Gambians because Africans are really concerned about their reputation because they can't make their family look bad. So if you're down there on the beach and you're doing those bumpster things, or if you're in the Senegambia Strip doing those bumpster things or bumpsterette things, that brings shame to your family. And the only family that's going to be cool with that is a family that's not any good. That's not a good family. And you don't want to be a part of that type of family. That's why I said I don't have to worry about those things because I'm not around them type of people. When I go to anywhere in Africa, I'm not around. I don't move like that. Okay, did you read this one?
Yes, I saw that one. I
Okay,
read that
let's
one
get
already.
that one.
Does he legally get to keep her property?
Yes, I looked it up. I was so angry. Yes,
Wow.
yes. Why do y'all think I'm so passionate about this? Why do you think I keep making video after video after video? Because I want us to understand what we are doing when we say, I do, I'll marry you, I'll be your wife.
Wow.
Because you know what? He get everything. And
She self-sacrificed herself.
The United States is not going to stop him. The laws in the United States back him up. Yes, I looked it all up. They get everything. They get everything. They get whatever your income is. Like if you retire from work, they get that. If you get Social Security pension, they get that. It's called survivor spouse income.
Dang.
That's what they gonna get. And you know what else they gonna get, honey? They gonna get their paper. They gonna get that green card with no questions asked. Because you are
Wow.
dead and gone, and the United States is going to honor your request for your husband or your wife to come to the United States. They get everything. They get the jackpot. But you
Which
get
one are you talking about with that he kept her property?
Audrey. All the cases though. Audrey, Beverly, I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know for sure if Beverly was with somebody. I don't know. And we don't know the situation with Jack and Veronica. We don't know that, but we know something was. Hey, a blind man can see something was going on between them two.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so, but that one was about Audrey. Did we read this one? We talked about.
Oh yeah, we read that. Exactly, Kiki. If the unalivers are former SL soldiers, that would explain a lot.
Yeah.
Jim says.
Yes, she's right. I mean, this person's right. Yes, it does explain a lot. The cold.
I wonder if these criminals will actually be persecuted to the full extent of the law. I was informed that there was a lot of violence, crimes, and bloodshed taking place in Sierra Leone.
Yeah, I know that I'm pretty confident that the Gambians are about to stroke them. Because this one the light skin, this dude right here with the white shirt on. At the end, he says it. He says that we're gonna charge them with everything we can charge them with, and then he says within the law, within the law. Yeah, yeah. Because I felt good when he said that, and the way he said it like we about to stroke them. Don't worry, we got them. Yeah. Because why would you, this man, you think this black man right here like that? You think he like that with the white shirt on? Y'all think
No.
he like that? No, he don't like that. Making his country look, and you ain't even from our country. You not even from here. And you come here and you dirty up our name and you got everybody looking at us sideways. Oh yeah, they about to stroke them, y'all. They about to stroke them. Wow, I can't even imagine what they doing to them because it ain't like the police here. You know, they can they have
So
ways to make you confess that we don't do here.
So
Oh.
KP says foreigners are a target. They watch us move there, buy land, build businesses, and then they look for ways to scam, rob, and kill us. Like you said, the men are poisoning these women. Horrible.
Yeah. But don't think, y'all, okay. Don't generalize about the whole all of them.
It's a
Because
segment of them.
yes. And if you notice, I told y'all they all look alike. All the men look alike. I showed y'all where Anja at the campfire, Global Green Book at the campfire, Veronica at the campfire, Sisters International at the campfire. While they singing something and chanting something, and they all
that was weird. That
yeah,
was
remember
really
that?
weird.
And
Yeah,
they
that was.
all been to that. They all got that same scene. They all going to the coffee shop. All they men's got dreads. All they men's look alike. I'm saying men's like rooted in royalty. She says she says men's. I'm sorry. Seriously, y'all. Seriously. That's how I know something going on. Because when I can talk from my experience, I only see one person with dreads. I see them in the community, but the people that I interact with, y'all know how many of them have dreads? One. And I asked, well, why don't people have dreads? I thought that was what they said. Oh no, babe, the professional people don't do that. And dreads are like looked down upon in the Gambian community. It's like you like a bad boy. They don't like that. Gambians wear clean, short haircuts. But these women ain't running around with them type of men. They pants is sagging. I'm like, oh my God. Yes. It's like they all go to the same store, the same men's store. We get our men's from the same store. What is the reputation of the police government officials in the Gambia? It's probably about the same as all the other ones, all the other West African police. But I can tell you this. The police are not going to this is a big political issue. Okay? They're not going to sleep on this one. They're going to make a statement with this case. And especially you not even from here and you not came here and you did all of this. Yeah, this person's going to be made an example of. A lot of Sierra Leonean immigrants immigrate to the Gambia to find, a lot of people go there to find work. Okay.
Life expectancy is very low throughout Africa, way less than U.S. So level of concern in cases of sudden passing in Africa is different. Experienced that in South Africa when someone I met suddenly, I guess, died.
Wow, really? Tell us more about that. So they see that's why they just chalk it up as a loss. Because they think, oh well, Shakina, they know that was bad. But Veronica, I know. Let's do Anja. Anja was sick. She was sick. No, she wasn't. She didn't start off sick. But oh, she was sick. She was 60 years old. How old was Anja? 58. She's 58. Oh, she's just sickly. Oh, she's just gonna pass away. Because they don't expect you to live long. But see, our bodies aren't made like that. Our bodies live longer because we not from that environment. That's what they don't understand. We're passing away from something that is not normal and it's not natural. Because this is not normal and this is not natural. And if this was happening in the United States, anywhere in the United States, 6 women back to back to back, they would have to say this was a serial unaliver on the loose.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is not normal. While these repats in the Gambia act like it is. The police know it ain't normal. That's why they took care of it real quick. This is not what happens there. Like, oh, she's a land scammer. It's like that justifies it. So she's a, so y'all see what they doing. Y'all see what they're doing. They trying to dirty up this woman's name and say this is justified because she took people's money. So this is what you get. Can y'all believe that? Can y'all believe that?
Corsia says, because of this incident, my friend insists that I stay at one of his lodges. What a blessing. Okay. Oh, I think I read that.
You read
No
that,
eating
yeah.
anyone's food is providing for me so I can cook and walk the beach and live. Yeah, I read that. And they need to wake up and understand that they can murder you in silence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You got to be quiet over there. You can't be making no noise. You can't be bringing no attention to yourself. You can't be going around thinking you better than nobody else. You can't be offending people because you don't know who they are and you don't know what God they worship and you don't know what they do. And don't hire women or men to come in your house to cook for you, to clean for you, or to wash your clothes. That is the worst thing you can do. Or to have them do your nails. Y'all let them do y'all nails, cut y'all nails. Do y'all know what they doing with y'all nails? Do you know you can put a spell on you with somebody's nails? Do you know somebody can put a spell on you with your hair? Do you know somebody can drive you insane with your hair? While you letting everybody braid your hair?
Real
pretending
talk.
to be your friend. Oh, I'm going to this shop in the Gambia. I'm going to this shop and she's going to braid my hair. You don't know nothing about these people.
Sassy Ears.
What?
Want me to read?
Yeah, where are you going?
Sassy Ears, the one that's on the screen. Y'all are speaking the truth. Glad you are in the United States speaking out. We don't need to be muzzled.
No, and that's what they want to do.
Yep.
Go read this one, what Mr. White said.
Pass away when South African told me, and I was amazed. He said, "Well, that's life." I was like, "What?" But
Yeah,
he was not old.
that's what they say. That's what they say all the time. Well, that's life. That's life. No, it's not. And if that's your life, you need to get a better life. You need to protest your government for a better life. That's not life when you're dead at 58 years old and nothing was wrong with you. How is that life? That's all they keep saying. That's life.
I think Angela was 56, right?
She was, yeah, I think so. 56.
Okay, Art Strike me as a psychopath, a monster.
A psychopath. Wow. The psychopath. That's really bad.
She was
That's,
on one though, on that rant.
does that say psych? Yeah, that's the psychopath. Woo, that's the worst one. That isn't that the one that doesn't have any feelings at all? No emotions. What? You're right, because the normal person could not say what she said about Shakina. Oh, you might be on to something. Art must be an agent. I don't think Art's an agent. The rabbit hole is deep. Yeah, it does. It just gets crazy and yeah, 6 AA women. Yeah, that is no lie. No, they wasn't all AA, 5 A and 1 BA.
Yeah.
No, well, no, she wasn't a BA, BK. What is it? BE?
UK.
What they call themselves?
British UK, I guess.
The Black British. BB. I don't want to call them a BBs.
Uh-huh. I don't think the Gambians killed the AA women. That's their motive is the big question. What's their motive is the big question.
I just told you what the motive was.
Money, greed, money. Always
we don't know if their husbands was Gambians, though. We don't know if the husbands were Gambians. We're not saying it what they were. I don't know if they were Gambians. We said the husbands. Whoever that woman, let me tell you something, Mohammed, Mr. Mohammed. Do you know that when black women, middle-aged women are unalived, they are unalived by an intimate partner? Studies show. Strangers don't just come and unalive us. We're unalived by somebody we know, and usually by somebody we love. Okay? So we don't know whether these husbands are Gambians, Senegalese, Sierra Leoneans, Nigerians. All we know is they is Africans. Okay? They Africans. And they married to these Africans in the Gambia, and this is what's happening to them. Or they dealing with these Africans, and they just disappear. And it ain't even, I'm keep telling y'all, it's the sect that they're dealing with. You got to remember, all Africans are not the same. All Africans are not created equal, and y'all need to quit acting like they are, because they're not. They are not. The Africans have a caste system, people. A caste system. There's upper class and there's them lower class people. They don't even have a middle class. They might be trying to have one now. It seems like the Gambia has a little middle class caste system. But that's whatever you're born into, that's what you're going to be. So if you don't matter, you know what my ex from Mali told me. He said, no matter what, because his ethnic group was Bambaras. Bambaras is like the leading ethnic group in Mali. All right. He told me it's this ethnic group that used to be their slaves. He said, what you don't understand is we don't care if you come here and get 3 masters. That person will still be our slave. And I said, are you serious? He said, yes. That's the way it goes. We don't care about their education. We don't care who they are, who they think they are in the United States. They know who they really are.
That's deep. And so why would I want to live with somebody that looks at me like I'm a slave? That's crazy.
No, they don't look at you as a slave. What I'm saying is these people know what caste they belong to. They know, and we tend to get with the lower caste people. We tend to do that, and we tend to think that these are how the Africans really are. We call them Africans and say they're all the same, and they're not. They're just not. And it's just, let's just move on. That's just a draining subject right there.
Again, Chicago and Gambian have the same amount of people, and 47 have been murdered since January 1st, 2024. I guess that's Chicago. 47. I guess that's what Chat Lives Matter means.
But see, this is how you can't compare those two. When you make comparisons, whoever you are, they have to be similar, and you can't just say they have the same size. Did you say size? Have the same amount of people, but what is the level of the development? You comparing a developing nation to a developed nation, and you're comparing one of the top cities here to Gambia, and you're comparing a city to a whole country. You can't do that. That's not comparable. That doesn't make sense. Those are incomparable. Your points will be mute because they're incomparable. You can't do that. You got to do something comparable. Chicago to another developed city in like France, who's got the same population, or someplace it's got to be like on the same level for it to be comparable. Go, Black.
Okay, 6 women have also been killed in Chicago since January 1st.
Okay.
Muhammad S. Dayabai, who could speak for all Gambians, are you saying that out of 2.6 million Gambians, none of them would murder another person? Of course they could.
See, that's what I mean about generalizing. You can't be generalizing because you just sound ridiculous when you generalize.
Motive could be women stood up against being scammed. Whoa. TNK hit something there. They stood up against being scammed.
I
Could
think
be.
with Audrey, her situation, what I heard was that she found out that this dude was not. She wanted him. You know how you be married and you get a divorce. She thought she was under the understanding that he was going to divorce the first wife, and then she found out later on, excuse me, he was not interested in divorcing the first wife, and that it was his mother who wanted him to marry her because she was an opportunity.
Mm. See,
So that's what I heard about that situation. Right.
that's not good.
And that's why she wanted out.
My point about the prison is I find it convenient that the murderer is not Gambian. They were saying that before they found him. It reeks of nationalism, which is similar to racism. That's an interesting observation.
Now, I don't agree with that, Chat Lives Matter. I really don't agree with that. I don't think they would care if he was a Gambian. I don't think they would care if he's a Senegalese. You are messing up my money. These is black people, okay? You messing up my money. I don't care where you from. You got to go. You got to go. I don't think no, I don't think national, and Africans don't even understand nationalism. They don't have a sense of nationalism. They don't. They have, they're proud of their ethnic group, but they don't have a sense of nationalism, because if they did, you wouldn't see the things that go on in these countries that go on, because they would stand up as a nation and say no. They're trying to form, senses of nationalism now, but no, this is not nationalism. This is about you not gonna mess up our bottom line. That's what this is about. Now, not no that we don't have time for nationalism when money is involved.
What's really scary is that we are moving to their country. Anything happens and there's nowhere for us to run. Then the police are really unprofessional. Wow.
Yeah, that's true. So you got to think about all that. You got to consider all that when you're moving to their country. All of that.
Chat lives, I did not say that. Murderers and bad people everywhere, but I know Gambians just don't kill people like that. No way.
How do you know? Please tell me, Mohammed, how do you know that for a fact, that is a
Sounds like
fact?
Aphradamus to me.
But how do you know that for a fact? That means you had to do a study, or you have a study that says that, because that makes it a fact. If you don't have that, then that's your opinion. And we disagree with your opinion. So I'm waiting for the name of the study so I can look at it. Okay, put it in the comment section. Thank you.
Was Shakina married to someone in the Gambia?
Well, Quasi said no. He said no. He said he never seen her with anybody. He said she was always alone. And I told y'all when I went there, I was looking because I thought she looked like a married lady, like somebody who would be married. And, I thought her husband would be in the shop with her. And I was looking around like for men stuff, like for a man's jacket or man something to identify like there's a man, and there was nothing. She was literally in there by herself. By herself.
Okay, understood. Why would he get keep the property? Okay, why would he get to keep the property? Shaking my head.
That's her husband. Because it's your legal husband. That's why. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be yawning like that. But everybody who know me know 8 o'clock, that's my bedtime. And it seems like at 8 o'clock, my body just be like, oh, it's time to go to sleep. So look, because that's her husband. And everywhere you go, your husband, he gets your pop, he gets everything unless you have a will. Now, if you have a will that says differently, then they go by your will. But if there's no will, your husband is your next of kin, and he gets everything. And your kids get nothing. Not a thing. Not a thing do your kids get.
They can probably get Gambia property, but 55 check. I think you have to be married 10 years.
No, you need to go look that up. No, you don't. And it's the SS, so Social Security check. No, you don't. We talked about that several times on this channel. I look it up because I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Okay. So I'm like, wow, what's going on? It's got to be some money, something involved. So I look it up. And it'll tell you that your foreign spouse will get your Social Security. If you get in Social Security, they do not have to wait 10 years. No, sir. They do not. They get it right then. Soon as you go, they become the surviving spouse, and they need income to survive because they were living off of your income, or your income was helping them survive. So they get your income.
Wow.
Just like here. If you pass away, your spouse is going to get your income. They're not going to tell your spouse, "Oh, you got to wait 10 years before." No. You got to be married 10 years before. No. Look it up. Educate yourselves, people, please. That's the problem. We're not educated. We making big moves, big African moves, buying land, buying property, doing this, doing that. But we don't even know what the repercussions of that means. What does that mean when I'm out of the United States for 6 months or more? Do you know what that means? That means you're no longer a resident of any state in the United States. Do you get that? You got to live in that state for 6 months. Then they're going to say, well, where did you live? Oh, you lived outside of the state? Well, you lived outside of the country for 6 months or more? So y'all know what that means? That's going to affect. That's going to impact what benefits. If you ever got to come back here to get benefits of any type, any kind, do you know that's going to impact that? Because you've been in Africa. You got to know what you're doing, people. And SSI, you really can't go to Africa and live. You better go over there for a month and get yourself right. Maybe not even 30 days and get yourself right back over here, because guess what? They can stop your check. Yes, they can. Gambia, please don't do they think like America. You what? Let me make this big. Gambia, please don't do they think like America. You have to know what. Okay, Mr. Network, we don't know what you're talking about. Can you please correct your English? Please and thank you. That didn't even make no kind of sense. Where we at for Black?
I'm watching what you're doing because I took my other phone off to charge it.
Triangles with money involved, capital punishment, and
Is the law in Gambia for unaliving someone?
Oh, I'm so glad. Thank God. See, I told y'all he gonna get that. They're gonna get that. That's murder right there. That's the big M.
What news station was it again? Someone's asking.
I don't know what.
Gambian, I think. Smile Gambia.
But the person's name is Smile Gambia. Here he is right here. Smile Gambia. And his video is called Police Press Conference on Recent Killings and Robbery Cases in the Gambia. Yeah, this is him. Okay, Smile Gambia. And if y'all pick up something that we didn't talk about or we didn't hear, because we couldn't really. What did I just do?
By the way, fair use of all video for educational purposes.
Because we couldn't really hear it, So if y'all hear something else, so go back and listen to it. Because I'm gonna go too. When we get off here, I'm gonna go listen to it again and see what I could hear.
I think because more people was outraged this time is probably the only reason why they proceeded with this case. Mm-hmm. I say that because look at the other 5 women. Seems like nobody really cared.
They didn't report it though. You see, nobody knew about the other 5 women except us on YouTube. Yeah. Nobody knew about them. They were estranged from their family, their American families. They weren't having any contact with them. They had went to go live their lives in Africa. Didn't want nothing to do with nobody in the United States. They weren't really contacting each other. They're on their mission. So nobody contacted the embassy when they passed away and said this woman passed away suspiciously. None of them done that. No family members have done that except for Mary Matu. That's the only family member who contacted the embassy. That is the only, nobody else has done that but them. So that's why it's no outrage. If these people are sitting back and accepting this and saying, "Oh, this is an accident. Oh, this is just natural," then what do we want the embassy and the police to do about it? They can't do nothing about it. Their hands are tied. The people directly involved are not crying out. Danita in Nigeria. There was a whole big old workup. People were rallying behind Danita to get the embassy involved. The embassy got involved, got the kids back, paid for the kids to come back to the United States. The man was trying to keep the kids. He was getting money from the family, extorting money from the family. But as soon as the embassy found out, they were on it. They got those kids back here. The police found out about Danita's passing, and the police started investigating the husband. Soon as they found out, they brought the husband in. I think he was in jail for like 30, 40 days, trying to find out what happened to Danita.
Wow.
But not in this case. But that wasn't because of her family. Her family wasn't doing that. The uncle was doing the Peter, the Nigerian man's Peter, his uncle in the UK was the one doing all of this, because he called his uncle and said his wife passed away. She been there 3 days. The uncle was like, "What? She passed away? She been there 3 days?" He was like, "Yeah, but guess what, y'all? She been gone for 3 months." The uncle said, "What? And you haven't told the police?" No.
Wow.
No. Was it 3 months or 3 weeks? It might have been 3 weeks. I can't remember, 3 months or 3 weeks. But one of them, he hadn't told the police nothing. The uncle in the UK is the one who sounded the alarm and told the Nigerian police. But Danita's family, to this day, Danita's family hasn't done nothing about that. They haven't asked for no investigation. They said Danita died from, she had died. And don't let them find out you got some underlying condition, y'all. Don't let them find out y'all are sick, that you got some kind of underlying condition, because, honey, they're going to blame it on that. If they find out you got blood, you take blood pressure medicine, guess what? They're going to blame it on heart. They're going to say you got heart disease. Yeah. That's how it goes. That's just how it goes. I don't even know how we got on that comment.
Okay, I think because more people was out. I read that already. This hits their tourism. Gambians cash cows, so they will react appropriately and with a heavy hand to have it not affect their tourism.
Exactly. Remember, my background is in local government, economic development. That's the heartbeat of your city. It's economic development. They're not going to have that, sir. No, I can guarantee you. This, they gonna, like this dude with the white shirt on said, we're going to charge them with everything we legally can. He said we're going to charge him with everything. And then he threw legally can in there afterwards. Yeah. No, they ain't playing about this, because you don't mess with their money. And this person is messing with their money. You don't mess with their money.
Jaya, that's not the case. The police do their efforts on all other violent crimes all the time. It can make seems like they planned this whole situation, so they were watching her for a while.
Yeah, they did. They told the police it. That's what's going to make it the big M, the capital M. Because when that's premeditation all day, every day, you said and planned it for 5. Are you see it? You just sat here and told me that you planned this for 5 days. Oh yeah, we about to give you some. We about to throw the whole book at you. That's what we about to do.
Okay, she's a British national. The Gambia is a member of the British Commonwealth, and if her family puts pressure in the British embassy and in the British government will do something.
Yeah, her family is putting pressure. Not if her family puts pressure, her family is putting pressure. Her family they're not playing about this. You think that's why I said, do y'all think they was gonna let this ride? Y'all think that no. This is an international incident. No. No. No, they're not. They're not. These poor young men. Yeah, we need to just pray for them, because when the Gambian government get finished with them, Lord have mercy on their souls. That's all I got to say.
I think African American people are conditioned to ignore the murders of black people. Wow. Which is why nobody comments about the 47 murders in Chicago since January.
Well, how do you know nobody's commented since January? You talking about on my page? Are you talking about on this show right here, right now? Because that doesn't have anything to do with what we're talking about. You're comparing Chicago to the Gambia. Are you aware of what kind of city Chicago is in the United States of America? Do you realize that's one of our major cities? How do you compare? That's actually good for Chicago. That's actually good. So you're comparing a city to a country that's developing in West Africa. Nobody's commenting because we can't. It's incomparable. You're asking us to do something that we can't do. You're asking us to compare an apple with the orange, and we can't do that. That's why nobody's commenting. It's not that we don't care. We do care, because we're on here at 8 o'clock talking. It's 142 of us on here talking and listening about what? Black women being unalived in Africa. So if we didn't care about that, I certainly wouldn't be on here. No, it has nothing to do with it. We are on topics. You're not. We grow up with murder and become numb to it. Do you have? Is this a fact or is this an opinion? Is this what you think and feel, or is this a fact? Because if it's a
I
fact,
think we are a bit desensitized, though. I think that all the different crimes and murders that we constantly read about or hear about, it makes it feel like, like it's just another day and, reading news. We're just desensitized to things. I personally feel more affected by what's been going on in the Gambia because I've been paying attention. I think that if I wasn't paying attention, then I don't think that it would hit me like it's hit me right now. You know what I mean? So
but
it hits
everything
us different.
exactly. That's why I said this. That's not a fact. That's because I'm not desensitized to it. I'm not desensitized to it at all. I'm so bothered by when a black person is unalived that I don't even watch the news, because I feel like that's my son, or that's my daughter, that's my brother, or that's my sister. So no, everybody's not desensitized to it. I'm not, and I didn't grow up with African Americans being unalived. You need to quit listening to Black Acres. Everybody don't grow up with cities where people get mowed down every day. That's not the reality for us. Not my reality anyway. Not my reality. Maybe that's some other person's reality in the United States, but it is not mine. So I don't grow up with people being the M word every single day, and that I'm just and in my city people just get unalived every single. Some people probably no, it don't happen every single day because it'll be too high. But I mean, when it happens in my city, it bothers me. It bothers me. So I don't know how you're generalizing about things you should not generalize about, because I don't feel like that. You could lose your mind if you actually sit and think about all the. Well, I don't
All
sit
the
and
blood
think
running
about
in the
that.
streets.
Yeah, I don't think about that.
Trust me, you guys know nothing about Gambia. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure we don't. It seems so personal. It seemed so personal. Phil, he had a beef with. He probably was jealous of her to take her out like that. He probably was jealous. That's why he hit her from the back. Because he
They
probably, like I
found,
said, I told y'all, it was like, you got something I want. Honey, you
they
don't need it. Let me
they
have
they found these criminals extremely fast, and these criminals are willing, cooperating. This is suspicious to me. To me, this crime was handled extremely quickly. It must be affecting their tourism.
Well, this is what I think they had her phone. Okay. So the first thing now, technology takes you to who the person is. Because usually the person will call you, because remember, Black women are unalived by somebody they know or an intimate partner. Okay. So she probably called him, or he probably called her. That was probably the last person she had, because they're going to go, I keep telling y'all, to the last person, you had contact with. That's where the last person who's seen you, that's where they're going to go to. And it sounds like he was the last person, and the police just took it from there. The police just handled their business. So I don't think, to me, I don't feel like this is suspect. I don't feel like it's a sense of nationalism. I feel like I feel like they just followed the trail. They followed the trail. Okay, this was easy. I hate to say it, give it to Afro Damas, but he said it. He said, "Oh, this is gonna be easy to solve, because all you got to do is look at the phone." And he's right. All these ladies who were unalived, all you got to do, people, is look at their phone. Who was the last person who texted them? Who was the last person who talked to them? Who was the last person who seen them? But nobody is suspicious except us on YouTube. Everybody else is saying this is natural, that we just paid thousands and thousands of dollars to go to the Gambia to just pass away.
Mm-hmm.
Go Black.
Self-sacrifice. Muhammad S. Diaby, really? Oh, please. If that's the case, then what about the other 5 women?
Thank
Nobody
you.
is talking about investigating those cases.
No, they're not. They're not. And you should see the narrative they're trying to spin. Oh, what's her name? Oh, One Nation Under a Groove, where they gave her daughter, her daughter married a bumpster, and that they served them hot dogs, y'all. Hot dogs at the wedding. And she allowed her daughter to be betrothed to this family who all they offered was hot dogs. Now, she had the nerve to go and make a video saying that these ladies had all passed from natural causes, y'all. They all had underlying conditions. But like I said, One Nation Under a Groove. Her real name is One Nation Under Black. But I like saying One Nation Under a Groove because that was a hit song when I was a little girl. But anyway, One Nation Under a Groove. That's a whole lie. Like I said, if you look under my videos, where all these videos I made about these people, you'll eventually see one of their family members. And none of them say, "Oh, she was sick. Oh, she was dying." None of them will tell you that. You know what
She's
they
saying
are?
she had personal conversations with these people,
Yeah.
claiming that they shared this information with her.
Yeah. They shared the information with her, but think about that. And she said this was a customer. Mary was her. Who was she talking about? Mary? Or was she talking about? I don't remember which one she was talking about. But she talking about this was a customer. So your customer going to share intimate information with you that she not going to share with her family. Now, how much sense did that make, y'all? All of these women were so sick. They were lethally sick. They were on their last leg. Critically ill. But they didn't, none of them told their family. I even talked to Mary, was about to leave Gambia. She was about to leave there because she didn't like it there. She was about to leave and go to Botswana. I even talked to her business, the lady who she was talking to about relocating there. She said Mary did not sound sick, never, ever, when they talked. Her sister. I talked to Mary's sister. I talked to Mary's daughter. So while they talking about I'm lying and I'm making this up, How do you think I got the death certificate? Who you think gave me that? You think I just secretly snuck into the Gambia, got the death certificate, and came back? This is just sad that this woman done went out here and started spreading these lies. Just blatant lie. Because you know why? She got a little consultation company. She don't want to lose no money.
Okay, Ebony Repat says apologies, but what did Art say about Shakita? Was it said on YouTube?
Honey, yes. It's on her Saturday rant. Go look at it when you get off of here. You're not gonna believe it. We can't do you justice by telling you what she said. She basically was for Black. You tell her, because I can't repeat that.
I just think she needs to see it.
Yeah, you think you just need to see it, honey.
She was in rare form, and she basically was saying that she really didn't care what happened to anyone involved, what's going on in that country. She wouldn't specify a name or nothing, but for those who know where our Kathy came from back when, she's referring to Gambia, she's referring to scamming and alleging that her name was scandalized and that people that did all of that was basically being taken out one by one, and she's inferring Shakita, and she said that she was joyous about the situation, so she was not upset or sad behind anything that happened recently in the Gambia, and in so many words. But you need to look at it for real in real time.
Because that did it. No, for Black couldn't do it justice. No,
I could never do it justice.
No, you got to hear Art Kathy. You know how Art Kathy is animated, honey. She's in full Art Kathy mode. Okay, she's back to the Art Kathy we know and love. All right, so
yeah, very comical, I must say, but kind of wicked at the same time. Saying what she said. Chat Lives Matter says if Angela would have died in New York under mysterious circumstances, I would be just as outraged. I don't think how developed the nation is matters in the least. So a life is a life.
Okay.
And Ola shared some very disturbing info on ES show that is known by the repats, but no one's saying anything. She left Gambia and moved to Botswana. Ola Ayaba Sharon shares some disturbing info on the ES show. I think it might be the lady that I thought it was another lady though, but she was given a confession. Well, somebody was given a confession about being stalked as well in the Gambia, and what she had to we're not stalked, but she almost got stalked in the Gambia. She didn't end up landing, but she felt like she was being pressured and bullied and terrorized by some people that was trying to stalk her wherever she was. This lady, if that's the same one.
I don't know who she's talking about.
On ES show.
I didn't watch ES. I don't watch ES. I'm sorry.
Okay, just because a person have an underlying condition doesn't mean that that's no foul play in their death. That sounds so ridiculous. Exactly.
Yeah. And that's what
they have two things happening at the same time. You could be sickly and someone strangles your ass or poisons your ass.
And see, and that's the thing. And that's their justification. Oh, they were sick. Well, what did that got to do with y'all not saying we need autopsies and tox screens over here? What does that have to do with that? Nothing. You can raise money to pay y'all back for the money y'all spent on Aja when she was sick. Y'all can get a GoFundMe for that to fatten up y'all pockets. But y'all can't raise no GoFundMe to get an autopsy done for Aja, to get a tox screen done for Aja. No, because you don't care what happened to her. We don't care to know.
KP says this should be a wake-up call for those who watch YouTube and believe that Africa is a paradise. Many people with YouTube channels are not telling us what's really going on in Africa.
No, they're lying. They're lying, y'all. I've been there 12 times. I've been to Gambia 3. I was just there last summer, 2023. No, they're lying. They are flat out lying because they want you to come over there and pay them for consultation fees, pay them to show you around, pay them to help you get a house, pay them to help, just like Molly Morris. When they was planning to overthrow Quasi Boy, that woman was living in his house, Phoenix and Shantae, all right? Molly was pretending to be Quasi's friend, okay? But he in the background telling them, oh, I can help y'all find a place to live. I can help y'all get out of there. So they're like, yeah, sure, help us get out of here because we don't want to be a part of the harem. All right. Now, this is in the house that this man let y'all stay in. Okay. So Molly Morris, oh, he's helping Shantae and Phoenix, right? He's helping them, right? Do y'all know he overcharged them for the house that they moved into? He overcharged them. I don't want to quote how much it was, but it was a significant amount. Okay? He overcharged them for this house. And you know why he did it? Because what was over the charge went to him, allegedly. Because I don't have a receipt to prove that, but I do have a receipt where he was helping them look for property and telling them, oh, don't tell Quasi that I'm helping you. Don't tell Quasi that I'm helping you find a place. Don't tell Quasi that you're talking to me. There's videos on my channel, people, if you don't believe me. I have the text message, the screenshots. Molly Morris is a snake. Just like everybody else over there. He's a low down, dirty snake. Now.
Someone wants to know if they can have the link to come up and talk.
Who is that?
Shanaray M.
Who is that? Where's the comment at? I don't know.
Please post the link so I can come up.
Well, what you want to talk about though? I don't normally do that.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about real quick?
Yeah, I got too many people that ain't right. I got too many haters. So you got to tell me what you want. I don't just let people come. No, I don't even know you. You got to tell me what you want to talk about. Well, you got time. Tell me what you want to talk about. I don't just let people jump in my life like that. No. Okay, come on.
She says Juliet is quiet also, and the black. Where are you at? I'm trying to look at the last one. It's covering up with a heart. Can you go to the last stated thing yeah, that one. Juliet is quiet also, and the black anchors of the Gambia purportedly robbed someone who came to visit them and moved there. Someone came to rob them. She's talking about the black anchors. She's baiting you with the black anchors.
She baiting you with the black anchors.
Yeah.
Oh, you said what? What you say? Kiki's about to let you go now.
She said Juliet is quiet, and also the black anchors of the Gambia purportedly robbed someone who came to visit them and moved there.
Okay, I'm gonna put the link down there.
I knew you would do it then. They know you.
All right, there go the link. Let's see what you want to talk about, because I will remove you, ma'am, real quick.
I'm about to take my dog out real quick. All right, I'll be right back.
So we got Quasi Boy is out there. What? And having what? Okay, that doesn't even make sense. And you don't even know how to spell his name. So if you can't spell his name, that makes me kind of hesitant to believe anything that you're saying. I didn't blame the Gambia. What are you talking about? You are taking this unpleasant, unfortunate as a personal attack because it unfortunately took place in the Gambia. What you saying? Oh, here she go, y'all. It's a real person. Hold on. I think, hold on. Did I add you? Hold on. Let me stop sharing. Okay. Miss Michelle.
Hi, how are you guys?
We good. How you doing, Miss Michelle?
I'm good. I actually put Michelle because I didn't put my Nigerian name, but I'm actually Nigerian and West Indian. Okay. From me just looking at everything and reading stuff and researching everything that happened, or what I was told from reports, which I don't know. I could just say, speculation from whatever the report stated.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these women started off, they arrived in the Gambia. For the most part, they had either a relationship or something with one of the
Mm-hmm.
beach boys, they call them, and then it went left.
Yeah.
And then
Exactly.
after that, things really started to happen,
Yep.
cause their demise.
Mm-hmm.
I beg to differ. The Caucasians that's been going there for years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they end up going back home alive.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't heard reports of them having these same situations in the Gambia.
Mm-hmm.
After COVID and during COVID, I noticed a lot of people going back to Africa. I was watching a lot. I was actually on a lot of different of these calls, these Zooms with people that were doing their news feeds, their podcasts, and it was going on. And it was basically, I remember I was on a lot of them with the Gambia, and they were talking about Art Cathy.
Mm-hmm.
They were talking about a lot of that situation that went down, and all these investors that lost their money or their money was stolen from them.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunate that this woman, the one that was found in a well,
Yeah.
there was a podcaster, Negropean, that
Mhm.
basically had proof of people sending him things, that there were money being sent that was basically not purchasing land, and it was just
Mhm.
a lot going on from this person, and he said that this was not her name. So
Yeah.
my whole thing is, I noticed also a lot of these women, because I work in the healthcare field, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm looking at their skin. I'm looking at just just their makeup from what I'm
Mhm.
seeing, and I'm saying to myself, okay, I'm looking at the timeline from when they entered into Africa, and I'm looking up to prior, right? I would say, let's say 6 months before they passed, or let's say just 1 year. I
Mhm.
noticed there's something different. I don't know if they were being poisoned, but they started to deteriorate,
Yep.
right? So
Mhm.
my thing is, that's what I caught, and I noticed it. I saw the bones, I saw the
Yep.
facial, I saw like they were like withering away.
Mhm.
And my guess is that I'm just hypothetically saying, my guess would be that maybe their houseman puts the water pipe. Maybe they put something in the water.
Oh.
Maybe they put something into something that they snuck into their homes when they were away, and
Mhm.
they possibly put something into um a refrigerator, a drink, or something, maybe a fruit. It was
Mhm.
something that definitely they digested, because that made sense to me to see they were withering away before they even acknowledged it. And then I noticed also it seemed like it was delusions going in and out, like they were making accusations, and then they would make these statements, broad statements, and it's like it just went left. It just went like, is this woman on this planet? Is she here with us? People looking from the outside in is saying, now we have to question, is her psyche even, if her psyche is even okay, right?
Mhm.
So let's fast forward and speed up. Why are you having a GoFundMe? You're not a relative, you're not family. Where's that money going?
Right.
I also saw the one with the shop, okay,
Mhm.
the lock shop. One thing I could
Very.
tell you, and I'm a very good judge of character. She had a video demo that she put together, and she had her makeup artist in there, and then she had the hairstylist. They were
Right.
Gambian women, I could tell.
Yep.
They looked like they were just enjoying the ride, and they were playing it off like, yeah, but like, oh, we're gonna get you.
Mhm.
I
Yeah, I didn't
caught
get
it.
vibes from them either.
No,
No.
it wasn't genuine.
No.
They were the looks on their faces was they were just going along with the flow,
Yep.
but they were just like, we're gonna get you.
Mhm.
And how is her shop still being opened and she's not here?
Thank
Did
you.
they steal her business? Because that's what it looks like to me, highway robbery.
Thank you.
Let's just call a spade a spade. When I saw, and here's the thing, I promise you, okay, my dad is Nigerian and my mother is from Barbados, right? I'll tell you a story. My dad passed away a few years ago. Excuse me for moving around, but I just have to charge my phone so it doesn't cut off. My dad passed away back in 2000 and it was recently 2017, right?
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. But I have well, it was a female claiming that she was part of the family. Okay, popped up out of nowhere, right? Okay, yeah, it's plugged in. Popped up out of nowhere. Mind you, there were numerous calls being called to my dad's phone prior to his passing. And he was like, it's from the bank, it's from this and this. Do you know they switched his accounts to this person's name?
Oh, wow.
Do you know she took everything?
Yep.
Do you know she came to the funeral and my aunt, my Nigerian aunt, knows her?
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Do you know that I found out through my older sister that they were saying they were going to have the body shipped? Well, I had to put together everything because I was the only one with him in the States. But the thing was, for me, they put it out there, just get me there, because they were going to poison me when I got there and take me out, because they knew that I knew everything about him here, because I was the only one here. He has 3 daughters, but I'm the only one. But they had this plan. Do you know, I have proof. I have my flight that I booked from here to Nigeria. I had it set up to go to Imo State.
Yeah.
I had everything set up, and they said, oh no, the girl said, no, we have a hotel we're going to stay at. You guys are going to stay there. I'm going to stay. And I'm like, who are you? Like, what's going on? Do you know, they said that the plan was just get Chinedu here and we'll take care of her.
Wow.
Oh, God, Jesus.
My sister called me, my older sister called me, Uchechi. She said, did Ijoma tell you what's going to happen? I said, what do you mean? She said, she didn't tell you? I said, what? She said, don't go. Don't go. I said, what? She said, they're going to kill you. I said, what? Do you know, I had it planned to fly. I had to cancel it. I lost $1,400 and plus with the trip and was not refunded. That's on my bank statement to this day. I never made it to Nigeria to my father's funeral, to his burial.
Wow.
Sorry to hear that.
And this is blood-related family. My aunt knew the situation with this girl. And not only that, do you know they put curses on you?
Yes, they will.
So from that time, I remember stories that my dad told me when he was younger. And I said, you know what? I'm done. I will never step foot on the soil there, period. Because it is that deep, to the point they got over 20, 30,000 out of my sister. She fell for their hustles, their scams. We need this, we need that. One person said they needed the money. The other person said they never got it. It's games from the beginning to the end. It's never ending. So African American women, listen, my mother's from Barbados, my dad's from Nigeria. They met in college. That's how they got married and had us. I have not touched my foot in Nigeria. I went to Barbados. I went to school out there. I lived out there for 3 years. I will go to Barbados. But Nigeria? What? The stories that I've heard about babies being born dead and certain family members, and you know that people did things, the first thing they want to do is poison you. And I'm telling you, this is a hit. But not everybody is innocent. I would say not everybody's innocent. And God bless the lives of these women, because they're still our sisters at the end of the day. But this is letting us know, listen, there's no safe place for us without a man by your side that you're going there with, I could say. But to go to Africa to meet an African man, you rolling the dice with your own life.
Sure is.
Because you're going somewhere where they're trying to get out of to come here.
Mm-hmm.
And the majority of the time, they come out with their white wives, and you don't hear about this. Have you heard about this with 6 white women in 1 year got killed in the Gambia?
Nope.
Okay, so that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on, Miss Michelle. Come back and
You're
see
very
us.
welcome.
Bye-bye,
You're
sweetie.
welcome. Bye.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Now, see, that's her experience. And that was her family who was trying to take her, because they'll do that. Oh, this is sad, y'all. This is really sad. This is really sad. I'm just really hurt. All right, let's get through these comments for Black, then we can get off of here.
Okay, so I'm gonna start up a little bit.
Because we got so many. Tell me where to start.
I'll start right here. Kiki loves Nigeria. Okay, you mixed. Okay.
No, I want to see what he's saying to Deborah, because I'm about to block Muhammad as Dibby.
Okay, but the police are speaking about 2 crimes, including the British woman. Both are solved without bias.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. It's my understanding that this British national was murdered in cold blood and was well known in the Gambia, and this adds pressure to the Gambian law authorities to take immediate action.
It sure does. It does.
Yeah, just like KK said, don't try to generalize it. You think all Gambians are evil or bad, stop going there.
Yeah, they're not.
That sounds like Aphrodite is posing as somebody else.
You silly.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yesterday, a young Gambian was murdered. That's what
this is so sad. I hate to hear this about West Africa, but this is so sad. But remember the show I did about illegal drug use, illegal substances being used. This is what the repercussions of it. Criminal, violent crime like this.
Look at the lady was a British national murdered in cold. I think I read that already. Oh, okay. No, I didn't. Oh, no, I didn't. I'm sorry.
All right.
Look at the lady was a British national murdered in cold blood in the Gambia soil, and the British government is watching. If her family complains and protests, the British government will take action.
We did read that because we said, yeah, they did complain.
Okay, I think that perhaps this has been happening in other parts of Africa too, not just Gambia.
You're right, JJ. It has. It's happening all over Africa, but I just haven't had a chance to talk about them. But it is South Africa is horrible with it. Kenya is horrible with it. Well, I'm not going to say no, I take that back. These are their women. These are South African women. American women, that's what I'm trying to look into that, okay? But I believe that it has happened in West Africa, like up the coast, okay? Nigeria, and these are the ones I know about. Nigeria, Ivory Coast, Gambia, and Ghana. But I'm sure it's more, like you said. I just don't know about them.
Gambia always there, even without tourism, Deborah. Wow. Was the Ghanaian tax driver robbed and killed in Washington, D.C. targeted? That was a year or so ago. Criminals are everywhere. I think it was young
that was
teenagers that jumped and robbed him and then killed him. If that's the same one.
Is that the Uber? Are you talking about the Uber driver?
Oh, maybe the Uber driver.
Yeah, that was really sad. That was really, really sad. No, that was just, he was targeted. You think he wasn't targeted? He was targeted because he has cash on him.
Yeah.
Yes, he was targeted because he has money. That's why they target Uber drivers. So yes, ma'am, he most definitely, if he was not driving that taxi or that Uber, he would still probably be here today.
Accept the reality and the fact that whenever any foreign national dies in the Gambian soil from the West, it adds pressure in the Gambia law authorities to act immediately.
It sure does. That is no lie.
Volvo, they don't want you to talk about those ones. Those ones, huh? What do you mean?
No, I don't know. I guess he talking about the cab driver. What that didn't make sense. He was targeted. Of course he was targeted. He has cash on him. Y'all don't know that? We don't just do things randomly. We got a reason for everything we do.
Faith News Network.
Okay.
True, Kiki. Only YouTube is talking so sad.
Yeah, because nobody else. Who is Fatu? What about Fatu News Network? Lord,
If
we go ahead.
this lady's family began complaining and protesting outside the North 10 in London, the British government will begin demanding answers.
Yeah, but they don't have to. They already got them. They
Yeah.
already got the answers. They already got them.
Okay, the Gambian depends in tourism. Please stop fronting.
Yep, they do depend on tourism. I'm sorry.
In order for these guys to collect proceeds from the TSP 401k IRAs or retirement accounts, the forms need to have been completed, designating them as a beneficiary.
Well, we're not. I said that we're not talking about that, ma'am. The 401k, if they don't have them as the beneficiary, no, they're not going to get anything. We know that. We're talking about survivor spouse. We're talking about their pension. You trying to say if the spouse didn't put the person down there as the pension, they're not going to get it? That's not true. I'm sorry, that's not true. You better go look that up.
The Gambian residents are really tired of the current president for a while. Very soon, I think we may be another military coup. Was that coup? Chicago is it a tourist destination calling people to come home?
It sure ain't. You right, TNK. Nobody in Chicago. As a matter of fact, they mad because all them people up there. Ain't nobody in Chicago saying come home.
I think that people are just shocked that this is happening to us in Africa because they believe that Africa is a paradise and it's not.
Yeah. They underestimate it a lot. Because when I go there, I let my guard down and I shouldn't. But not honey, not in the Gambia.
I'm not desensitized either.
Right. So I don't know. That's who can be desensitized to somebody.
I need to get some water. Hold on.
Okay, the Gambians are known for being peaceful country. They will not want to ruin that reputation. And yes, many Gambians are very okay. Y'all know I don't talk about politics on my channel, so I ain't even reading that comment. I do talk about politics. Let's see, I don't talk about controversial politics. Let's put it like that. I feel very fortunate to have discovered this channel. Thanks. Oh, thank you. That was sweet of you. Did you talk about the Gambians that are... Why would I talk about that? Why would I talk about the Gambians who are brutally unalived in the West? Why would I talk about that? And my channel is about repatriation to Africa. See, people, you have a problem with staying focused, okay? The purpose of my channel is to make your transition to Africa, whether you want to repatriate or whether you want to visit, easily. Okay, so we can make it easy. We can make it safe, and you can get there secure. Okay, so if that's my goal, to teach you about Africa, why would I be talking about Gambians who are unalived in the West? If you want to talk about that, I suggest you start a channel and you make that what you talk about. Just because I don't talk about it doesn't mean it's not important, but it just doesn't have anything to do with what I'm talking about on my channel. Okay? I like to stay focused and I like to stay on point. Okay?
Okay, I'm back. Did you change it?
Yeah, I just changed it.
The Gambia depends heavily in the hospitality, travel, and tourism industry. Please stop fronting. The Gambia is the smallest country in the African continent and is not the wealthiest in Africa. And I'm going to try not to say too much right now. Jeannie Quick says, I came on the stream late and I have to catch up. He was doing work for her.
Yeah, he was. Thank you, Sarah.
I guess in Africa, it seems to be an unheard of for a single woman to make boss moves. Seems like the men in Africa don't seem to like that.
Well, it depends on how you make them boss moves. You see what I mean? You can't make them boss moves like you the boss. And if you the boss, you got to be humble as being the boss. You can't go to Africa talking to men. You can't go to Africa being disrespectful to men. You can't go to Africa. And I'm not saying Shakina was doing that, because I don't believe Shakina was doing that, because Shakina doesn't come off to me as that type of person, as a disrespectful type person. You know, she seemed like the type of person who would always use her communication, her art of communication. You know, so no, I don't think she was doing that. I doubt. But I'm referring to Cynthia from Black Acres of the Gambia, and how she talks to these. She's always in a man's conversation. She's always handling men's business. She's always doing things that women do not do in Africa. She oversteps her boundaries all the time. She basically doesn't know what role she plays. In Africa, men and women have roles. She clearly doesn't know the role. So she oversteps constantly. That's when it becomes a problem. You cannot act like a man. You cannot behave like a man. You cannot be disrespectful to men. You can't. You cannot. And if you think you can't handle not being disrespectful to men, then you might want to rethink your visit to Africa or your repatriation to Africa, because you're going to have problems. You're going to have big, big, big problems.
Deborah, stop generalizing and blaming the Gambia. I guess you never been to Africa.
Well, actually, she has. And actually, she's been to Gambia.
I can say this better in a video form. I will add you in my response video, Kiki.
Okay, thank you.
And LOL, you funny. Armed robbers don't care about that, including in the States. Stop generalizing. I'm telling you, giving me the spirit of Aphrodimus. Jenny Quick says, hot dogs for a wedding? Oh, no.
You're right. And then he says he's going to add me in the video. Okay, thank you. I've been added a lot here lately, so keep on adding me.
I think I read this one right here. Okay, just because a person is underlying condition doesn't mean that there's no foul play. I read that. And I don't understand this one right here. Ola Ayaba Sharon shared some very disturbing info on ES show that is known by the repats, but no one says anything. She left Gambia and moved to Botswana. What happened to her?
That don't make sense. I don't know.
If Angela would have died, I read that already.
Yeah.
I think we're done.
No, we missed all these up here. Wait, hold on. I got new comments down.
Did I read this one? Stop targeting me. Stop judging me. Stop criticizing me. I don't know if I read that.
No, get this one and then I'll go back up.
I definitely appreciate you. Kiki loves Nigeria. I can't wait for you to go to live again. Wait for you to go to live again.
Oh, we're gonna be jumping Saturday. We're gonna be jumping because I'm talking about these scamming allegations. Because that's what they do. That's part of what people do. They try to smear your name. Okay. So we're going to talk about these scamming allegations. And remember, I emailed Karen. I'm still waiting for Karen to email me back with her response. Okay, go.
So it is there in the Gambia too, even if not as much as in other places. When I was there, some people talked about it, and I saw people within wooden things strapped to their forearms. They said it was for protection.
What?
Yeah. Maybe what they would call witchcraft isn't as prevalent in the Gambia, but they call it juju there.
Juju and witchcraft is the same thing. The Nigerians just call it juju, but it's really just witchcraft.
Even the police investigation team said it in their press briefing today that all the murder cases in their records are being carried out by foreigners coming into the country, not Gambians.
Okay, well, I mean, who's arguing with that? Now that's a fact. That's not an opinion, people. See how he just said in the police briefing today? Okay, that's the primary source. The police briefing. So we should go back to the police briefing. We should be able to go back to that police briefing that we just showed by Smile Gambia. And in there, it should say that these crimes are not being committed by Gambians. And I wonder why that doesn't make a difference to us people. Why do y'all keep trying to make why is that a big deal to y'all? We already said that. Nobody on here said it was Gambians. What is this point y'all trying to make? We not one time did we say Gambians was doing this. We said it was Africans. It was some African. That's what we said. It was not a foreigner. We said it was an African. Okay? So nobody said it was Gambians who are doing this. We said we don't know what they are. They're bumpsters. That's all we know. And I even said if they're bumpsters, they're probably not Gambians. So Gambia TV, what are you talking about? Please tell me. Go, Black.
Okay, Nunya, there are crooked notaries who will help them get 401k, etc. by backdating firms if it all that see it all the time in real estate.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I believe that there are people who can do that. Okay, but you got to have some facts. I'm not going to go by what people can do and this, that, and the third. No, not on my channel. I use primary sources, people. A primary source. Okay, not as sometimes I use secondary sources, but primary sources. That is my favorite. That is my go-to. So nobody will say Kiki said it. No, Kiki ain't said nothing. Kiki telling you who said it and where she got it from. So I don't crooked notaries. Yes, there's crooked notaries. There's crooked people everywhere. But see, that's what I'm saying. There's crooked people everywhere. And your point is what? Your point is what? We're talking about Shakina, not everybody. People keep talking about this 3-year-old case that they don't know what happened to the case. You don't know how it ended. She was in the process of getting her money back. How do you know they didn't get the money back? How do y'all know that? You don't know. Karen's not answering. We don't know.
Okay, people are bringing, I didn't read that.
Go.
People are bringing up violence here in the United States and they are completely missing the point.
Yes.
That is not what we are talking about.
No, they see, that's what I mean. They're missing. They're so in defense of Africa. They're so in defense of Gambia. Why? Why do you got to stand in defense of your country like that? Why?
Like they're perfect, like they can't do nothing wrong. That's just amazing.
It's not real. You should be able to take criticism. If that's not the case, then defend your country, but not the way you're doing it. Y'all defending it like y'all trying to keep a shield up, trying to make us think that it's perfect. Ain't nothing perfect. Ain't my country's not perfect. I'll tell you and I'll tell my country, you are not perfect, honey, and you got a long way to go. But you're pretty good. You're pretty good. But this whole, I don't get Africans who are like that, who you can't talk about their country, or they come on here and they just go Looney Tunes.
They act crazy like Ola. Yeah. Ola be doing that shit.
Looney Tunes. Ain't nobody said this was Gambians. Ain't nobody said this was Gambians who's doing this. Nobody has accused Gambians or Gambia of anything except getting ready to stroke these young Sierra Leonean men. They about to stroke them. That's what they're about to do. That's the only thing we've said. So what are you talking about?
What we could be saying is Andrea named names, and if she happened to name some Gambian, that was on her testimony time of what she talked about on her video that we showcased what she said.
Thank you. So if we wanted to do that, we could we could take turns. She could go one day and I'll go the next, talking about them if we wanted to. But we're not, because that's not the point. That is not the point. Nobody is saying that. So quit trying to make this something between Gambians and Americans, because it's not. It's all in your head.
What you are doing on your channel, Kiki, is not about money. It is about justice, and you and 4Black are on these topics like no one else. Thank God for the two of you. Thank you, Lisa Hollis.
Right, thank you.
Y'all act like families don't gun each other over here in the United States, but we're not talking about the United States. We're talking about Gambia. What's wrong with y'all?
family violence.
When y'all talk about America, y'all don't go and talk about Africa. Y'all don't go and talk about another country. Y'all stay stagnantly talking about Black Americans, America, America, America. We're talking about Gambia. Focus on the topic at hand.
Look, people, we're talking about Shakina. Shakina is a British national who was unalived in the Gambia by two Sierra Leoneans. One of them was pretending to be her workman and her friend, and he hit her in the back of the head with a sledgehammer. That's what we're talking about, and how the Gambian police have arrested them and who are about to stroke them. That's what they're about to do to them. They're about to, that man said, we're going to charge them with everything we can within the law. I don't have no problem with Gambia. I don't know what you talking about. You trying to make us have a problem with Gambia, but there's no problem with them. They did what they were supposed to do, and they did it quickly. You should be proud of Gambia, because I am.
Okay, seems like it was every day there's some kind of crisis that he needs to send immediately. Huh?
Right. I don't know.
My Nigerian ex is here in the States and is so sick of his money hungry relative, he has cut them off.
Oh, we read your, okay, that's why she's saying he, okay. Yeah.
Facts. Did she see the Loves Nigeria part of Kiki's name?
Why did you say that? Why y'all say that?
Because that person said that they were Nigerian. They were trying to clear the air saying that they were Nigerian, and your name has Nigerian in it. So she probably didn't get that part. Her emotion seems to be only be connected to money, but none connected to the lives of people.
Who you talking about? Chat Lives Matter. The lady talking sounds very confused about. Wait, read that, Black. I ain't got my glasses because I'm about to
lady talking sounds very confused about confusing Nigerians to Gambians. By the way, you can literally walk in the street in the Gambia and people will invite you for lunch. Gambians don't poison. I don't need nobody's lunch. I'll pass.
Well, let me tell you something. What my husband told me, and he is a Gambian. Okay, he said, "Baby, Gambia has changed. It's not safe anymore." He said, "Baby, you can't even walk down the street. The boys, these little young boys, are robbing people now. Robbing people." He said, "Baby, the only reason they don't do that to me is because they know me. They know me and they have respect for me." He said, "But that is what they're doing now. That's how bad Gambia is now. So you're mean to tell me, Globe Gambia TV, that he lying to me? That he just made that up? He just made that up one day just to tell me out the blue. And he an old man, so he just made that up, huh?" Well, I shouldn't call him an old man.
Did any of these women speak out against what?
Yeah, they spoke out. A lot of them spoke out against stuff.
Anja did for sure.
Look,
Gambia and Nigeria are not the same.
Well, neither is Gambia and Chicago.
No.
Okay? Gambia and Nigeria are closer to being the same than Chicago and Gambia. And Gambia and Nigeria are nowhere close to being the same. So how could you even compare Chicago to there? You can't.
Kiki Loves Nigeria has alleged chat name is Mohammed S. Diaby is taking this.
I think he gone, Deborah.
Okay, people really don't understand Africa is the land of voodoo and witchcraft. I thought this lady was being insensitive when she talked about the murdered women until she was just as insensitive when talking about her own dead relative. She has zero empathy.
Who are you talking about, Chat Lives
The
Matter?
lady that came on the channel to talk to you.
I didn't think she was insensitive. Go up for Black.
Okay, by the way, a Sierra Leonean got killed this lady. There are a lot of foreigners in Gambia, Nigerians, Senegalese, and Sierra Leoneans.
Yeah, it is.
Society and her sister was Sierra Leonean, FYI.
Society and her sister. Who is Society and her? Who are they? Starburst. Who was Society and her sister? Tell us who they were.
But for Black Gambia is beautiful. It's the smiling coast. They will have you smiling from ear to ear. Here we
I
go.
made Michelle mad. She ready. Come on, here you go, Michelle. Go tell them what you
Okay,
got.
so let me tell you something. I'm back. I'm back, and I sat back, and thank you so much, the co-host. Thank you, the host. Thank you, Kiki. Because let me tell you something. I'm speaking for me, for my facts.
Thank you.
I'm speaking for my experience.
Yeah.
And I'm not speaking for everyone. I'm speaking for someone that comes from a family that has a kingdom,
Thank you.
that has an estate. I'm speaking real facts. I'm not, regardless of what happened to any woman in the Gambia. I'm telling you what could have happened to me through my own bloodline.
Thank you.
I talked about what happened with people in my family. Oh, I didn't tell you about the uncle. He was a banker. People were jealous of him, highly intelligent. Guess what? Slipped him something in the food.
Yeah.
He's walking mad now,
See?
and has been walking that way for 25 years.
See?
Wow.
So in case, and I got facts. I have facts. I am Nigerian and I am West Indian. My mother's from Barbados and my dad is from Nigeria. And yes, they do voodoo in the West Indies. Yes, they do voodoo in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
But like someone said and mentioned, that is the home ground for all the spiritual activity, for everything that you could imagine or not imagine. They talk about mommy water. You know about that?
Yep.
They talk about the spirits that come at night. Do you know about that? I'm going to take several steps back. Because I remember when the whole fiasco was going on in the Gambia. I remember when a lot of things was happening. And I went on a lot of podcasts and I said, that's a trap.
Mm-hmm.
It's a trap. But you got a lot of older women that are flying out there. They want to have that experience that the Caucasian women have. But like I said, and I said it before, is the headlines right now to this date and time with 6 Caucasian women dead in the Gambia within 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
No. So whoever has anything to say about what I am saying, you need to just be quiet. Because I am talking about a personal family. I am the bloodline of a Nigerian man. I come from kingdoms. I know what I am saying.
That's right. Tell them, Michelle. Tell them.
Okay? And guess what? My Nigerian name is Chinyere Michelle Meme. So the next time you want to come for me, you got to go across the world. You have to get me in Barbados.
Yeah.
Then you have to get me in Nigeria. Because I tell you one thing, that it's all real. I have no reason to lie. Bye.
You brought a whole nother personality out. Whoa.
Told y'all she was Nigerian. She told y'all.
That Barbados came out of her, though.
Yeah. Told y'all shouldn't have been doing that. She told y'all she was Nigerian. Y'all thought she was going to let y'all get that off. When she came back, I knew she was going to give it to y'all and give it to y'all good.
Mm-mm.
I knew it. I knew it. Then she switched up into the Barbados accent and the Nigerian accent. Y'all better watch out for that lady.
Oh, wow. Deborah, they like to blame and bully women. Yes, they do.
Ooh. She gave y'all a virtual smackdown.
Mhm.
Wow.
Terry White says, yes, these women don't look the same in the face from when they first got to Gambia. Even Shakina, compare the pictures. They look stressed to me. They look like,
go ahead.
they look highly stressed.
But it was like Michelle just said. Remember, she said she think it's something either in the water or something that they're all eating. Because you know what? Somebody else said that to me. They said that it looks like it's in the water. Because, they drink the water, y'all. That some of them actually drink that water.
Oh, wow.
And they said that water has parasites in it. And, we're used to drinking water that's like highly sanitized. Like our water can taste, especially in Ohio, honey, it could taste like bleach. You got a little hint of bleach.
What?
Yeah, you can smell it.
Oh, my God.
On some days, you can smell like the city of Dayton. You can smell the bleach.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, you can smell the bleach, the whatever that is in the water. I think he gone, Deborah. I was gonna block Muhammad, but he gone. We think that's Aphrodite.
Aphrodite left. He got called out.
He got to go.
Okay, there's a certain fellow Gambian in this chat targeting me, accusing me of blaming me the Gambian. Okay,
yeah, we said that. Did we get this one?
When they had the year return in Ghana, a lot of Black American women were lying to other Black Americans, feeding them the lies to make money off of tour guides with the men that they married in Ghana. Yep.
That's what they doing. That's exactly what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. Lying to them to make money off of them. That's exactly what they're doing.
And that's why we are the hustle. We are the prey for everything. Quasi Boy is assassinating his former associates.
Who is that? Tell us more.
Quasi Boyd is assassinating his former associates. What? They put it on Boyd? Oh no, he didn't. Boy don't get a break.
Poor Quasi. He's the nicest little stooge you ever want to meet. He's so quiet. He'd only talk when he have to. And I just cannot believe y'all just always putting everything on poor Quasi Boy.
Yeah, he's tripping with this one. 4 Black, you should visit the Gambia. You'll love it. I'll pass. No, thank you. Now that's the joke of the year. Black American and Caribbean British diasporas need to apologize for accusing Gambians of this heinous crime when a Sierra Leone man did it. Apology required to Gambians now. Whatever. Keep dreaming, because the 5 women that passed, we don't know nothing about how they ended, and it could very well be a Gambian. So I ain't saying sorry about nothing.
And I'm not saying sorry because I never accused the Gambians of doing that. Okay. If I would say, I would have never said that though. I would have never accused them of that. Because I know it's foreigners there. We don't know who did it. We know it was an African. We know we knew it wasn't no foreigner who did that. Because we don't like hands-on-hand crime like that. That was hand-on-hand. That was up close and personal. No, we wasn't doing that unless it was a crime of passion. So we knew that, but we knew it was an African, but we never said it was a Gambian. We never said it was a Gambian. Never. Never, ever, ever, ever did we say it was a Gambian. So nobody owes any, not on this channel anyway. Go ahead for Black.
Okay. Quasi Boyd is okay. I read that already.
Okay. Did we read this one?
I don't blame the Gambia. What are you talking about? You are talking this unpleasant, unfortunate murder as a personal attack because it's unfortunately took place in Gambia. Soil murders happen worldwide. I don't get why people just don't. They want to keep Africa as the holy grail when it's not holy. Y'all need to stop. Okay, KP, you're right. You have to remember that a lot of AAs who are living in America who's running out of money will resort to certain things in order to stay in Africa. I heard about this in Tanzania. That is possibly true.
And I heard about them doing this in Gambia too. He's right.
And somebody just said that they can poison your water well.
Oh, yeah. I did hear that. Oh.
Wow, that'd be messed up. You have nothing else better. I mean, you think that the water's pure and you'll drink it and you'll just slowly be dying. Okay, they were not sick to the point of dying. Millions live with pre-existing sitting conditions, diabetes, high blood pressure, autoimmune diseases. These conditions can be managed many lives to 80 plus.
Exactly. Exactly. But they didn't have any of that because you need that medication. Where was they getting that? They don't have American medication in the Gambia. You're not getting no American medicine over there. You can go and try to find UK medicine because that's what I would take when I was there. But it's hard to find UK medicine. You have to I'm not taking no medicine from India, Pakistan, Afghanistan. I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. So where was they getting the medication from? See, these are the questions. Who was the doctor there should be a doctor there. You should have medical records. How come they didn't have none of that? I ain't seen that one medical record from the Gambia saying this person had this condition. Not one. Not one. I seen the 2 death certificates though with 2 different informations on it. I seen that. And the information on that death certificate came from her husband, okay? Who she was separated from, who she was not getting along with, okay?
Stop targeting me. Stop judging me. Stop criticizing me. You don't know anything at all about me. You aren't going to belittle me and demean me for your information. I'm African and Gambian. Who's she talking to?
Mohammed, Afrodamus.
Oh, Afrodamus. Yeah, Afrodamus, get out of here. Okay.
He gone.
If Angel would have died in New York under mysterious circumstances, I would be just as outraged. I don't think how developed the nation is matters in the least. A life is a life. I read that, I think.
Yeah, he gone, Deborah. He's scared we was gonna block him. So he jumped off of here. He didn't want to get blocked. He probably ain't gone. He probably listening.
Yeah, he's listening. Afrodamus is closely listening to every little word. And by the way, Afrodamus still is a scammer in the making. Don't fuck with him. Y'all don't need to take y'all asses to the Gambia anyways. A single woman, leave that man alone. He's trying to like pimp y'all. So just, know that in advance from me, for Black.
Okay, go Ola. Ola be on his channel all the time. That's how
No, that's not the same. That's not the same one though.
Oh, it's not.
That's a different one. Remember, this is the one that I can't figure out about the shared
picture.
It says Ola.
Monkey?
Huh?
This ain't the same picture that got a big gorilla on it.
No, that's not the same one.
Okay, go.
I read this one. Remember, Ola Yaba Sharon shared some very disturbing. Okay, just because of. This. I think I read all of these. I think you're caught up finally.
Okay. All right. Good. Okay, y'all. I think that's it. What's this?
Yeah, that you could start at the bottom and go up. That would be the better way to go because you missed some at the bottom.
Okay, go through this one.
Okay, nobody in here hates the Gambia. We are discussing safety and sharing awareness. Facts. This is my opinion. My concern is that this unpleasant murder took place in the Gambia, and this makes the country unsafe, period.
Okay. I'm just thinking about how Miss Michelle came on here and virtually pip slapped all y'all.
Someone else says you hate Gambia, but you want to go there. To go. So they saying that's against you because I definitely ain't never been to the Gambia.
Who said they hate Gambia?
They said you hate Gambia, but you want to go there.
This person when did I say I hate Gambia? When can you tell me when I said that? There's actually a transcript of this show. So look through this transcript and timestamp where you see me say that. Okay? So I can apologize for saying that.
I think you skipped something because it says they can poison your water well.
Where?
Cherie M says.
Oh, that's Miss Michelle.
Oh, okay. That part. Grace says, okay.
That's what you just said, remember?
Okay. Yeah. I think I realized why our people through the years would always say, who cooked this? I used to think it was rude, but now I really get it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Because you right. As soon as we would get there to it, whenever you would go to an outing, and even if a family outing, that will be what they want to know. And when they find out so-and-so cooked it, we wasn't eating. My grandma would be like, we ain't eating that. Like, don't go over there. Don't you touch that. Yeah, he right. All right, did we get this one?
Because this unfortunate, unpleasant, violent murder took place. I don't know. They drank the water. Oh no, it's not tested at all.
No, because I heard them saying they was drinking that water.
That is a good point about the water. If you don't have the gut bacteria to process the bacteria in their food and water, you can get really sick.
Yeah, and I told you Black, that's how I got really sick. I was drinking their water. I drank it this is when I used to drink. I had 2 mixed drinks in Lagos. And then I had a smoothie also that had crushed ice. And the ice was made from the local water in Lagos, Nigeria. And I got sick. I think I was there 3 days, 2 or 3 days, and I was sick. I kid y'all not, I was sick for 40 days and for 40 nights. I felt like I was Jesus walking through the when he walked in the wilderness.
Wow. Hey. Wow, that's deep. Going around the mountain 40 times for 40 years.
40 days and 40
40
nights.
nights.
No,
Yeah.
I'm serious. I was sick for 40 days and 40 nights. I kid y'all not. And then when I got back here, I had to go to the hospital. I was admitted into the hospital immediately for 4 days, and I was on all kind of antibiotics. They had IVs in both arms giving me antibiotics. They called in a specialist, okay, who worked on tropical diseases.
Oh, wow.
It was
That
crazy.
don't sound fun at all. What the hell? Dang. You want to go back to Nigeria?
It was
You
fun.
love Nigeria? What the hell's going on with you?
Because I have fun in Nigeria. Nigeria is a lot of fun. It used to be, man. That's why I hate what's happening over there now, because Nigeria was a really nice place. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. That was my fault. That wasn't Nigeria's fault, because I got, see, that's what I mean. You get comfortable. I let my guard down. I know I can't drink the ice. I know I can't drink local water. I was taught not to drink the ice, but I felt like, oh, I've been in Nigeria 6, 7 times. I know what I'm doing. This ain't no big deal. I'm an expert at this. I sat there and I drank them 2 drinks. Y'all, I was sick as a dog. Within 2 days, I felt like my whole intestines was just raw. Like the lining, you know how your from your throat all the way down, your whole digestive tract. I felt like it was just raw.
Yeah.
So yeah, that you
didn't sound good at all.
No, I was real sick. I couldn't eat. I got all skinny. I was looking like the walkers.
Wow. I read this one already.
Okay.
Something in Indiana, the water sometimes can smell a bit chlorinated.
Yeah, that's how our water smells. That's why I don't drink it.
Nigeria is a criminal country.
See, there you go. But don't say nothing about Gambia. Don't you say nothing about Gambia. But I can call Nigeria everything but a child of God. But don't you say nothing about Gambia. See, man, I ain't gonna even respond to that.
That's not the same guy though. That was that got mad. That was Mohammed, wasn't it?
No, he be talking. This dude was talking trash too, honey. He be talking trash too.
She said, "I met Sophia, the ladies who worked for Mary."
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because they I didn't get no good vibe from them at all, especially the one with all the makeup on.
Yeah.
No.
She got them all the way together. Yes, she did.
She sure did. That was funny. Uh-oh, you talk about her again? Read that one.
Oh Lord, don't bring her back. She said, this confused lady talking things, Gambia like Nigeria, which is the capital of murders, killings, and armed robberies, etc.
See what I mean? See how disrespectful you are. You
Yeah.
see what I mean? You don't even have no respect for your fellow African country, but you want somebody to have respect for your country. So much so that you don't even want people to tell the truth about what's going on in your country. You're offended by the truth, by what's going on in your country. But you sit up here and you talk about another African country like this in front of all of us foreigners. And you know we're all foreigners. But you put Nigeria down. But that's okay, right? That's okay, right? But don't put the Gambia down. Wow. Okay, whatever.
YouTube gave everybody microphones. LOL.
Yeah, they sure did.
Is she Nigerian and Jamaican? No, she's Nigerian and what you say?
Barbados. Her mom's from Barbados.
Means nothing to me. I'm in Chicago.
Exactly.
We don't care.
We don't care.
All this anger energy is about what? I'm angry.
So they were talking to Miss Michelle.
Oh.
Y'all just mad because she pimp slapped y'all. Don't be mad. Just take it like don't be mad. Just take it like a man. That's how you gotta do Just take that pimp slapping like a man, okay? She backhanded y'all virtually, okay? All of y'all at the same time. Just take it like a man. Don't be mad.
Certain people should stop being so defensive. A British national was an unfortunate victim of a violent murder, and unfortunately, it took place in the Gambia. We know that the criminals aren't Gambian.
Exactly. We already know they. So I don't know what they talking about.
I'm not saying your man lied to you, Kiki loves Nigeria, but that hospitality culture is still there, even though it's getting westernized a bit.
Okay.
Shenari, are you Igbo?
Igbo. Did
Igbo?
it sound like she was Igbo? For some reason I thought so. I thought she was What did she say? What state? If I could tell, if I knew what state, I
I
can't
don't remember.
If she said,
I went and I took my dog outside at first. So, speaking from a place of insensitivity.
"Oh, y'all just mad. Don't be mad."
Oh.
Right, exactly. Uh-oh.
Rest
Uh-oh.
in peace, Miss Chinedu. You did not deserve this end. No, she did not
No,
deserve
did
that
not.
end. That's a matter of fact. Condolences to her friends and family. Man, the Gambia is a gateway country. Foreign nationals from the sub-region come to earn money for back way to Europe. This guy decided to commit the most disastrous crime in his attempt to get ahead. Desperate, I guess. Desperating crime. Okay.
Girl, you know I can't see them little letters.
I think he meant to say something else, but he spelled it wrong.
Dastardly. I think he said dastardly.
What does that mean?
It's like really bad. Like
Okay.
cowardly.
Okay.
Dastardly. Yeah, dastardly. Is this person British? Where are you from, person? Because we don't say dastardly.
Yeah, I've never even heard that word before.
It's
I'm
kind of like
I
cowardly.
thought he meant to say something else, like disastrous or something like that. Disastrous.
Dastardly. This dastardly crime.
I knew Anja, and she was saying that the Gambians were doing this to the woman. But on the other hand, there are a lot of Nigerians in the Gambia too.
It sure is. It's a whole bunch of Nigerians. So why would Kiki Loves Nigeria say the Gambians did it when I know my people are over there in full force? And I know what my people do. And I don't sit up and lie about Nigeria and say, oh, Nigeria is the best place in the world. No.
Because it's not.
No, it's got its problems just like everything else, all the other countries.
Art Kathy warned us 3 years ago, so stop it. Africans doing what they do best, boiling people in pots and sacrificing babies to the fire god. Wow.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
All righty then.
That was a little bit disturbing.
Yeah, boiling people in pots.
Off of here.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I don't like that one.
What news station is this?
Which one? Or was that all of them?
Smile Gambia. Right?
Huh?
Smile Gambia.
Yeah, that's the name of his channel. That's where you get it from. Smile Gambia. Okay, yeah. I think we got all of these.
Yeah.
I hate to say it. Some people are just pure. Okay, we did that.
Somebody says rest easy to any of the diaspora that has been taken by the hands of foul play and those that have passed from natural causes as well as others.
Yeah.
And Stephanie said dastardly means evil and cruel.
Yeah. Okay, dastardly. Oh, that's what it means. Thank you. Dastardly.
Thank you, Stephanie said.
Yeah, thanks, Stephanie.
Evil. I learned a word. I learned a new word today.
I'm gonna have to use that.
Yeah, dastardly.
Dastardly.
Yeah, that sounds crazy. Dastardly, evil and cruel.
I like that word. I'm gonna have to use it.
Africans are in denial.
British word.
Oh, you missed one. Africans are in denial. What and like to brush things under the carpet. Yes, they do.
We saw that tonight.
I don't think so.
Gambia, them people who was talking about, we was talking about the Gambians. Yeah, we saw that tonight in full force.
Okay, I think I said that. Rest easy to any of the diaspora
Yeah,
that
you
have
read
been
them all.
taken by the
All
hands of.
right, and you read about Dastardly. Did we read this one about the Africans and talk almost completely? What Africans?
And talk of Africa is almost completely in
You
nationalistic
don't know what
terms.
nationalism means, sir. For you to say that, you don't know what nationalism means. Let me give you an example because you don't know what it means. Okay, when you ask a Nigerian, what are you? He don't tell me I'm a Nigerian. He says I'm an Igbo. He says I'm a Hausa. I'm a Fulani. I am a Yoruba. I am a Isan. That's not a nation. That's an ethnic group. So to an African, what comes first is his ethnic group, his family. His loyalty is to his family, not a nation. Nationalism is when you see yourself as a nation. We are one nation. Okay? That's a nationalist group. No Africans do that. And that's what you got to do to really succeed. The Africans are going to have to go past seeing themselves as ethnic groups, and I'm going to talk about Nigeria, and see themselves as Nigerians. As soon as they unite and do that, then they'll have a sense of nationalism, and then you won't be able to stop them. But as you see, they're dividing the South and the North and the South, the East and the West, because they don't see themselves as Nigerians. They see themselves as Igbo, and now they're mad at the Igbos because the Igbos are rich and the other groups are not. That's not nationalism.
That's tribalism.
Exactly. It is not nationalism, but unfortunately, you don't know the difference between the two. So I hope I've educated you on that, okay? So let's get
Dastardly.
Yeah. I can't wait to use that. You dastardly thing.
Don't forget about the Ekpi people in Nigeria. Did I say that right? Ekpi?
Ekpi people. All right, shout out to the Ekpi people in Nigeria. I hope I said it right. Ekpi. Ekpe. It's probably Ekpe.
Oh, someone says, please drop Art Kathy's link or channel name, please.
That's what it's called, Q. Art Kathy.
Yeah, but spelled with a C, not a K.
I'll send it to you when we get off of here. Honey, you got to see that. You're going to be up all night like, what? Did she really just say that?
Says, just to clarify, I have no skin in the game, but was told by the Gambian police perps were a Sierra Leone national and a Gambian. Uh-oh. She's trying to say one of those were a Gambian that was involved in it too, but we heard that it was two Sierra
Leoneans. Yeah, the police said it was two Sierra Leonean. His buddy was Sierra Leonean too. Just to clarify, I have no skin. Okay. But was told by the Gambian police perps. By the Gambian police, the perps were a Sierra Leonean national. No, that's the first time we ever heard there was a Gambian. First time we heard it was a Senegalese. And then we heard it was a Sierra Leonean. We never heard it was a Gambian. I knew it wasn't. I'm not going to say I knew it wasn't, but I kind of didn't. I didn't know who it was going to be. I just knew it was going to be an African, you know? I just knew it was going to be them because that's Africa don't play. That's all I could tell you. Africa does not play with you. When it come for you, it come hard.
Okay, somebody said, Stephanie said that D was dastardly. Oh my God.
Stephanie. Okay, let's just keep moving right along.
Dastardly. Lord. I'm trying to think of ways to say it. Oh, man, we old.
What did he say?
I don't know.
Oh, Stephanie. Oh, he said Stephanie. Ahmed said Stephanie said that.
No.
Ahmed, yeah. Ahmed said that. My man, that's crazy. I don't believe you said that. Okay, read this one.
If we're coming from the West, nobody is your friend in Africa. People are just looking to use you and
Take
take
advantage.
advantage of you.
You have to pray that you meet sincere people. Just pray before you go. Yeah, you
Don't go.
Kiki that. Okay.
Yeah, you're getting a video, Kiki. LOL, stand by.
Thank you. I hope you tell the truth and don't tell lies. I hope you do that. Thank you. Thank you. Because every time y'all talk about me, guess what? My numbers just go right on up. They keep going up and up and up. So keep on talking. Because you don't please me, Kiki. Because you've made me mad, Kiki. So I'm going to make a video about you, Kiki. Y'all see that? Y'all see that?
In all seriousness, though, wow, I'm so glad that they were able to catch the perpetrators as quick as they did, though, and hopefully that brings solace to the family and the friends at least. But the mystery is, when are the Pan Africans going to really talk about this situation and really? Are they just gonna just ignore it until we just stop talking about it and then they move on? Is that what they're gonna do?
They're gonna ignore it until we stop. They figure they'll move on, but that's
every chance I do, I'm bringing it up.
But that's what my channel was about, so I probably won't be moving on because I'll move on to another story. But I'm sure I'll tie it back to that one.
We're gonna keep on tying it every chance we get. We're gonna keep the memory popping and locking. You know, we're not going nowhere. We're going to keep on telling this truth and wearing y'all down with the facts. Because all this painting of the narrative that this is all wonderful and everything's going to be all right and all that kind of jazz and this repatriation talk, you guys are sounding like zombies. You guys are sounding like y'all zapped, y'all warped, y'all zonked out, y'all long gone. Y'all sound crazy to me. But yeah. Black X, all y'all fake Pan Africans, you guys have dropped the ball. Y'all been exposed. Y'all exposed yourself for being just as fake as ever.
Okay, y'all. For Black cause, Black X. So y'all,
what is her name? How you say her name?
Black, but you call her Black X. That's
yeah,
cute.
Black X. Whatever.
Okay, come on, Black. Come on, finish. I gotta go to bed.
Okay, I'm done. That's it.
No. Read the comments.
Let's wait and see. I don't care. Nationality, you stop me. Nationality, just hope whoever it is gets punished to the fullest extent of the law. Did you hear me?
Go. Did you read that?
Okay. I agree.
It's just a couple more left. Can you see that one?
Funny, that was the name of the villain from the old Hanna-Barbera cartoon. Y'all too funny with that out of context interpretations, LOL.
Because you don't know what context is. And I don't know who he talking about, Hanna-Barbera. Who was he talking about?
I don't know who that is. I don't know who we seemed like. Not me, mostly true. Ahmad, they too. Poverty makes people evil.
Yeah, it does, though. It does. Hunger makes people evil.
I think I read up all of them.
Go ahead. What's that say? My uncle is
Epi. Is it Epi? He hated being Nigerian. He died by the hands of his wife.
Oh, Lord.
Said she was a mama.
Mommy Walter. Yeah. And he also
called her a mermaid.
Oh, yeah.
So what does that mean?
Oh, God, it's a lot. It's deep. Mommy Walter is a set. And they're water. They're like marine gods and goddesses that people believe, the Yorubas believe that underneath the water there is and the Yorubas are not the only ones who believe this. Like underneath the sea, there's a whole different world, and there's different gods and goddesses who rule that world. Okay. And the mermaid is supposed to be one of them. Okay. And mommy, it's a lot to it. So basically that's one of the sects. And her mom and the wife was one of them, and it sounds like she said he did something to her husband, which is wow, bad. Look at you assuming something negative, man. I've seen not one video about you people saying something nice about me. I've not seen one. I've not seen not one. Okay, so why would I think that? I've not seen one YouTube except for Black Righteous. That's the only person who said something nice about me. Nobody else. No.
You
I
get
don't.
compliments from the audience or from the comment section. I see people say that you've been strong and steadfast on these cases, even when people weren't trying to listen. People were deliberately ignoring you, hiding the clouds, or pretending like they weren't listening, but they were listening. I was the only one and a couple of others that came to the chat, and we started seeing an evolution of this case broadening and breaking open. And you were there since the beginning, and unfortunately it had to be this way, but at least someone was paying attention. At least somebody was acknowledging the deaths of these women. What can we say about the people living in the Gambia? They weren't tripping about none of this stuff. So that goes to show that they are on a whole nother plane of thinking, and it's not in sync with unity and so-called care and concern for others, in my opinion. It's just backwards reaction and response.
Yeah, thank you. So, but what did he say? I wanted to say something to that. I can't even remember now. Oh, but the people in the comment who's been on my show, you guys have always supported me. But the YouTube content creators do not. And y'all know that's the truth.
I don't get supported, so don't feel bad.
But I don't look to them for support because they look at each other as competition and not support. Okay. Oh, so he said that the Sierra Leone one was a case. The first case was Sierra Leoneans, and the second case was the Gambians. I couldn't really understand the second case. I didn't know where it stopped and started because it wasn't good. The sound was
that was kind of a mess when the background music or noise was going on.
Yes, that was real bad. Did we read this one?
Miss Melanated Matador, I work for the federal government. I can assure you Dusties in the Gambia will not be collecting SS allotments from American women deleted in the Gambia.
That ain't true. Ma'am, you can work for whoever you want to work for, ma'am, but you need to look it up. So you trying to tell us that if this woman is married to this man, that Social Security is going to deny, if he applies for her Social Security benefit, that it's going to be denied? You really want us to, you're really on here saying that. You're really on here saying that. I can assure you that they will not be collecting SSI allotment. What is Social Security? Survivor spouse benefit? That's a whole lie, ma'am. That's a whole lie. I'm sorry. You don't know what you're talking about. You do not know what you're talking about. You need to go look that up because I'm sure that's not something you deal with every day. You need to go look that up because it is something that I deal with. Because I don't like when people give out false information like that. Where do we go?
Okay, these Pan-Africans won't talk about it. They will lose money with their lives.
Yeah, they won't. That's why they don't talk about it.
People going over to Africa countries, Bucky, naked, not doing anybody or households work over there. Bucky naked. Okay.
Yeah, what is wrong with you? Calm down. There's women on this channel, sir.
Wait, we're gonna left again. We going to left.
Right, man. You need to calm down, dude. Calm down now. Calm down.
Dick Dastardly was the villainous name in the old cartoon. Oh wow, that was his name. Lord, stop assuming everything somebody says bad. Calm down. So he's Cat Lives Matter says Dick Dastardly actually was an actual cartoon character.
Are y'all serious?
Dick Dastardly. Can you imagine?
No, but I'm gonna call people Dick Dastardly.
Yes.
I can't wait to call somebody Dick Dastardly.
That's
oh my god, that is hilarious. Dick Dastardly. Oh god, I can't wait to use that one. I cannot wait. That is hilarious. Okay. You getting two videos
now, Kiki.
Oh my god. Oh god. Oh, you're right. This is too much. Y'all making me laugh too
Cross
hard.
River
Cross.
State.
Oh,
Cross
she said
River
Cross
State.
River State. I don't know. I can't remember Cross. Is that what she said she was from? Cross River State. I gotta see. I can't remember the ethnic groups over there. Cross River State. Is that where? Tell me a city that's over there. Is that where Port Harcourt is? Let me look it up real quick. If it's Port Harcourt, I think those are Igbos. Let me look. But they got big problems over there with those with your ethnic groups like that. Now, especially now when things are hard. Okay, hold on. Ethnic groups and what was it? Cross River State. That's where the oil is, I think. Okay. Okay, Black, keep going while I look this up, please.
I don't know where I was, but I'll just jump in and just pick
Anywhere.
something.
Yeah.
Okay, DJ says the cartoon was wacky, racist with Dick Dastardly and Muttley and the Snickering Hound. Very old cartoon. Wow. Chat Lives Matter says, you don't remember the Muttley cartoon dog snickering? I do remember a dog snickering. Y'all too young in here. I do remember a dog snickering. Is that the name of that dog? I don't know. That's funny if that's the name of that dog. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna see if I can find that cartoon. You must be married to the person for 10 years. Oh, Nuna says you must be married to the person for 10 years. You must be of age to collect SSS. You must not be remarried. You must not be remarried, she says, or he says.
Okay, what benefit are you talking about? Because that is not true. I did a whole video, ma'am. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you, okay? I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. Okay? I'm not gonna do that. Because that doesn't even make sense. Because when we was on here, somebody else was trying to argue the point you was arguing, and it was an African lady who came on here and said that's a lie. When my husband passed away, I got his benefit, and we had not been married 10 years. So, ma'am, no, you don't know. Please don't come on my channel spreading false information like that. Okay? No, that's not. No, I don't know those ethnic groups in Cross River State. It's not Igbo. It's Efik. I think she said that. EFIK. Remember, she kept asking us about that ethnic group? That's her ethnic group. EFIK. All right. Where we stop at?
I don't know. Payments. Okay, someone says Nuna per SSA.gov. Payments can be made indefinitely to the dependent survivor while residing outside of the United States. Miss Melanated Matador says.
Okay.
And then this one says I bumped into the happy companion a few weeks ago in Kunda.
Sarakunda.
We took a taxi ride to go out and about, then to my house, but he was never poisoned or harmed. Wonderful. Glad to hear he survived.
Oh, that's why you be on here like that. You friends with the happy companion.
See oh.
What I tell y'all? What I tell y'all? What I tell y'all?
I'm not a you people nor a y'all. I don't belong to any group. I don't know who you are talking about. I came here for info on Anja. Everybody on here is not out for blood. Chat lies. No, we cool. Stick around. Anja though is on another video. I think that this video is more or less dedicated, well, to everybody now. But in the beginning, it was about Sarinka or Shakina, and what the perpetrators were caught. Luckily, that happened. I hope more people is going to come out and talk about what happened and what does this mean moving forward in the Gambia. Again, everybody's going to just play dumb, I guess. I guess that's the routine they're going to do. But that's kind of pathetic because we're all grown people. And it's kind of serious. It really is at this point.
Okay, so Chat Lives Matter says when two people have differences in opinion, does that mean somebody is lying? Well, sometimes somebody is just outright lying. And if you know they're lying, and they know they're outright, instead of saying they don't know, Well, maybe they don't realize they don't know and they think they're telling the truth. So you got to tell them, no, that's not true. And if they keep promoting it as truth, then you have to tell them, oh, that's a lie. That's a lie. And you need to go look that up. Or could you just be a misunderstanding? Maybe it was a misunderstanding, but when people keep asserting themselves like it's true and they don't know, instead of saying, I don't know, and they keep asserting their opinion as truth, then you have to just flat out tell them that you're lying. That's why there's no room for grace sometimes. It is room for grace. Because before I call them a flat out liar, I don't know if you were talking about me, but before I call them a flat out liar, I've given them chance to. But no, if you come on my channel spewing lies, I'm just going to tell you flat out you're a liar. Wait a minute. This is a Dusty. Wait a minute. What is this? Read this. What is this for Black?
Nuna,
You're
your
a
dusty
Dusty.
ass is delusional. Keep believing what our corrupt government tells you and the rest of our program colleagues. Nunca.
What?
Okay, you must be married to the person for 10 years. You must be of age to collect SS. You
You must
must.
be of age. See, that's how you know she don't know what she talking about. Because if you're married, that ain't gonna even apply. See, there's different types of Social Security which apply, and the rules apply to different people. Go look. You probably don't work in that department. You probably just answer the phones.
Dastardly delusional, Stephanie said.
Dastardly
delusional.
Yes.
Dito.
Now, I keep losing play. Oh, let me use my mouse. This thing keep getting. I done lost all the comments now.
So have I.
Have you? Oh, well, they gone, y'all. Oh, hold on. Oh, I done put the wrong thing. Oh, that's how I know I'm getting sleepy. Okay, come on, let's go real fast.
You don't remember the monthly snickering that I remember a dog that
I'm gonna look him up tonight.
It's on mine before I go to bed. But he said it's wacky races with Dick Dastardly and Muttley, the snickering hound. Very old cartoon. I remember a dog snickering all the time. Stephanie said, I ain't going nowhere. Kiki talks exactly like my aunt. LOL. Exact same speaking style. I can take it.
That's good.
Chad, I thought that was Dudley Dorite.
Dudley Do Right. I know Dudley Do Right, yeah. But not Dick Dastardly. Okay, go.
Nuna per SSI. I said that payments can be made indefinitely to the dependent survivor while residing outside of the United States.
Yes. And it's true. See, SSA. See, that's the Social Security Administration. She doesn't know what she's talking about. That lady, Noon, whatever. Okay, go. Just the diasporans in Gambia need to stop telling people they are where they live, where they buy land. Many Africans are not happy for you. You will become a target. Okay. They keep saying that, but they keep selling in the land.
My eyes are starting to hurt right now from looking at the screen so much. I'm going to have to take a break for a minute.
Okay, let me go through these real quick. I'm about to get them off of here now. Muttley was a hand over mouth snickering dog. Muttley was something on the phone, not cartoons. Miss exactly. I don't know Muttley. And at the end of the day, shame on you and anyone else that can't find a reason to violate your brother and sister. Equally, please be aware of the smiles, and smiles aren't genuine. Exactly. So that's about Muttley again. Muttley, the daggone dog.
I'm going to put it in my phone right now so I don't mistake it.
Thank you for your awareness, and thank you guys for watching, because I couldn't have did it without you guys. You kept pushing the videos and watching the videos, and that made YouTube take notice. But the tragic decision today is about the arrest and the murders, right, of the British lady. Yeah, okay, I think we dastardly delusional. That's what people are. Travel advisor, we must be. Oh, I got to check and see if it is updated. Honey, Stephanie, I'm trying to go to bed. I'm trying to go to bed. Because I'm about to start acting real silly, y'all. When I get sleepy, I get real silly. So I'm gonna start laughing in a minute. But he and Dick, okay, that's more like Dick Dastardly. Her family needs to go to the yes. But they're not doing that. Y'all see the lady in Kansas, Latricia? Y'all see her family went to the media. Y'all see they got that money in one day, and their mom was home. They went straight to the media. They didn't play around. The media put it out there. They put it all out there about what happened to this lady in the Ivory Coast. And now she's back. I wonder if she had an autopsy. I don't know. I can't find out any information about them. They I don't know why they're not concerned like this. Now I gotta make a Dick Dastardly.
I know. I'm looking at it right now. I see the guy, the snickering dog.
But Chat Lives Matter. I didn't even know you had I didn't know you had a channel. I'm gonna have to subscribe to you and get this Gambian Global TV. Shakina Unaliver. Hey Mimi, how you doing, Mimi? Shakina's Unaliver was her worker who knows her very well. He did the crime by himself. Ain't no other one behind it. No, but he said, but the police said that he was working. He had an accomplice. It was two people working together. Yeah, the police did a report, and he said it was the guy confessed it was two Sierra Leoneans. It's at the beginning of the video, Mimi. So when we get off, because we play Smile Gambia, he had the news. The police were briefing, so we played that. Yes, may she rest in eternal peace. You're right, Mimi. The land is leased. The local people want the money. There's a yearly tax paid on it's yearly taxes paid on this leased land. On top of that. Yeah. But here when you rent, you don't pay taxes on the land. It's when you buy. But Black Acres don't tell you that. But those AA repasts in the Gambia aren't going to protect or warn you or defend you. No, they're not going to do anything. Good night. She said good night. Yes, y'all. I'm really sleepy. The U.S. will come for they people if you pressure them. They will. You just got to pressure them. That's how I knew all that stuff with Anja wasn't true, because the United States government don't want you talking about them leaving some black woman to expire in the Gambia, and they did nothing. They did nothing. Do y'all know what a big mess that would be if that got out here? No, that ain't true. Ain't none of that true. Oh, I will watch. Yeah, okay, we'll watch that. Yeah, watch it, because the police were on there and everything. It was a really nice interview. They did a good job. The Gambian police took care of this. They did a real good job. All right, y'all. That's all we got. We've been on here. Wow. And I'm glad we got to see that they caught them. They caught both of them. They basically pled guilty. So now we're going to wait to see what the punishment. But I'm telling you, they about to stroke them. They about to do them the way Miss Michelle did Gambia TV. And who else was that other one that was on here talking trash to her? She came and virtually pimp smack all of them. And that's what they going to do to them two Sierra Leoneans who did this to Shakina. Because she didn't deserve this, y'all. This was low down, dirty, and wrong. So don't forget, Saturday, I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about the scamming allegations. We're going to look at Art Cathy's video. We're going to look at UN's videos, because we got to check them out to make sure we get the story of what he said, because UN got a lot of information about them. Because you know who he was getting the information from? Miss Blacksett. Remember? That was UN's source all that time. The information he got from about Shakina, who you think he got it from? Miss Blacksett. He tells us. I'm not making this up. So can you believe the information that your enemy says about you? Remember all the stuff they said about me. All right, y'all, we're going to talk about it Saturday. Ooh, this was a good one. Okay, I had a nice time. Even though we were on here to talk about something serious, I had a nice time with y'all, and I'm glad we got this information. Thank you, Smile Gambia. Thank you so much for putting this out for all of us to know. That look for Black chat lives. Look what he said. That bad lady.
That mad lady still mad though. She's needs to what? Woosa and get that
Woosah.
stress out of her body.
All right. All right, y'all. For Black, you want to say something before we go?
I just wondering when Black S gonna make a statement. I really am interested in what they are gonna come out and say, and it's not gonna go away. I'm not gonna let this go. So just letting y'all know that the saga continues.
Since you say it the saga continues.
Yes.
All right, y'all. I told y'all when I get sleepy, I start laughing. Y'all.
Okay. Good night, y'all.
All right,
Bye.
y'all. I'll see y'all Saturday. Have a good day.